Welcome back to the stream. I hope you had a good day so far. We're gonna build something so silly today. I'm just warning you now. It's gonna be so silly today. Also, Smarly, thank you for the resub. And Knight, thank you for the 21 months. I appreciate it. This will be interesting. It's gonna be a penthouse. But there's gonna be a horse. Somebody in chat called it a pent-horse, and that made me laugh out loud. So welcome to the pent-horse stream. I'm actually not kidding. I literally have a test sim right now. Like, I'm being so serious about this. It's pent-horse time. Welcome, everybody. It's good to see you. Okay, this will be interesting. Pent-horse. Nina, Laura, Mimi, and Sky, and Keep Up Hope, and Chrissy, and Lons, and Isabella, thank you for the subs. Oh my god. I'm like, everybody's gonna see the notification and be like, what are you talking about? What are you doing? What? It's totally normal. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, let me give you a slight rundown of the situation. So I have been wanting to move my legacy challenge, my YouTube legacy challenge, the Bell family, into San Myshuno for the next generation, because the new sim, he's going to be an engineer. It feels like, you know, like he's fancy, he works in tech, like he probably would live in the city. That's kind of my thought process behind it. And I kind of want to build it on a penthouse lot type. Annoyingly, we decided this like a couple months ago, and now all of a sudden there's a new world coming out with penthouses, but whatever. We'll be here for now at least. The problem is, our family has a horse, and we currently live on a 30 by 20 lot in Evergreen Harbor with a horse. I basically have a barn that's like a shipping container in the backyard, and the horse lives in there. Now, I wanted to move to a penthouse. I discovered you can't have a horse in a penthouse. It even says, hold your horses. Management doesn't allow horses in the building. Horses thrive with space. Well, I said, no, I'm gonna make it work. So the horse will spawn down here and it cannot get into the elevator. That's a problem. Big problem. However, with mods, look at this. Sim commands, teleport a sim to this sim. You can like click on the horse from MC Command Center and you can teleport them to you. You see my sim is teleported there now. So you can get the horse on top of the penthouse. And it's fine. I can like ride the horse on top of the penthouse. I mean, does the horse have a lot of space? No. But the horse didn't have space before either. Really, there's more space here. So it's fine. Yes, the horse will probably go downstairs when I reload the lot, but it only takes 2 seconds to bring them back up, and the horse is an elder. So the horse is gonna die soon. If I'm just being practical about this, like, it's fine. I think we can just commit to the pent horse. So that's where we're at right now. We're gonna build a penthouse, but then have a horse up here. And we were joking the other day about how the downstairs neighbors probably are so miserable. Could you imagine if you live in this apartment and then there's a person above you who has a horse? Oh, it's bad. Anyway, they'll get over it. The horse just like clopping around your ceiling. It's rough, but it's not my problem. My horse is gonna be fine and he's gonna love it here. So that's the situation. This is what the penthouse lot looks like, by the way. I'm gonna bulldoze it because we're gonna build it from scratch, I think. I do want to quickly check how much money we have before we go and do this. This is not, this is not the right save, so I gotta go load it and see how much money we can work with. Spark and Evie and Amber. Dika, did I just say pent horse? I did, thank you. And DF, and Continuance, and Bubbly, and Big Forest, and Desert, and Pendulum, and Co, and Ella, and Becca, and Natalie, and Ink Hearts, and Taylor, thank you for the subs. Also Lola, and Lion, and Mistress, and Black Rose, and Double, and Georgia, and Feyre, and Nick. Oh my god, how much did I talk? I talked about pent horses a little bit too much. Coffee, Alyssa, Reading, and Alphabet, and Little, and Vexy, and Purple, and May, and Lacey, and Mango, and Olivia, thank you. Peace, Love, Pants, also Tana, and Gingy, and Aaron, and Knickknack, and Coco, thank you for the subs. And Ms. and Courier, thank you. Comrade and Lods and Nina and Lady and Sky and Keep Up Hope and Christy and Isabella. I think I'm caught up. Thank you so much. How long will I be live? Probably about 3 hours social. That's my plan at least. I think it's going to take me a couple of days to finish this. And like with any of my legacy builds, this might be a bulldoze 3 times kind of situation. So that's our plan. We might have to, you know, try something, decide we don't like it, go back, you know. So just, I'm warning you about that. That might be the situation. Okay, so we have 64,000. This is our house right now. Look at how much space the horse has right now. Like, this is kind of the barn. So if anything, the pent-horse is more, because the pent-horse has a 40 by 30 lot. And this is only 30 by 20. But this is what we have right now. We have a basement and stuff. It's kind of nice. This is going to upset you, but listen, it's temporary. I just want to see how much money we have. 193. Okay, we'll do 150. And then if we need to add to it, we can. I think is what I'll do. Neighbor, no. Oh my God, we're the worst neighbors in town. In our pent-horse. That's so bad. This is so silly. I'm saying pent-horse, SJ, like a penthouse, but a horse. It's dumb. It's really dumb. This whole thing is dumb. Okay, anyway, here we are. Emo and Sarah and Mystic, thank you for the subs. I love this and hate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you think so. That's how I feel too. Okay, I'm not entirely sure like what the shape is gonna look like so much yet. We haven't really fully figured that out. It's gonna be more modern than I usually do, which you know I'm not very good at, but we'll see what we can manage. And as far as like necessities, in this household, I have my legacy heir. His name is Cable. His parents live there, so that's 2 bedrooms. We have a robot who lives with us. Her name is Nina, so that makes 3. And then we're probably gonna have a couple of kids. The parents will be dead soon though, so the kid can take over one of their rooms. I think we probably need like 4 bedrooms and an office. I think is kind of what we're at. Did I fix Nina? No. No, I didn't. If you know how to fix her, please let me know. I still have not fixed Nina. In the video that I posted today on YouTube, basically I have this robot and it was Halloween, so I had her change into a costume. And the problem is she's a robot. So when you put her in a costume, she shouldn't be able to wear one, but it worked. But I can't go into CAS and change anything. I can't reset her and change. It doesn't work. Nothing I was trying worked. Literally everything I didn't work. So the obvious options like resetting and going into CAS, it didn't work, chat. So if you have other ideas, unrelated, that would be helpful. Was she back as a robot at the end of the video? Did I fix it then? Oh, maybe when I moved out the sister, it did fix and I just didn't notice. Oh, now I have to find out. Hold on. We might have to load back just so I can find out. Wait. Maybe she is fixed and I overthought it. Look, I filmed that on Saturday. It's been a while, okay? It's been a while. Moon of the Sea and Roka and Anna and Sammy and Kim and Lazy and Lucy and Lemon and Kaylee and Toffee and Leia and Ava. Thank you all for the resub. Sims Lover and Chaos and Artist and Crystal and Miss Swan and Mystic and Emo and Sarah and Caleb. Oh my god, doesn't want to load. Here we go. I could probably check it just from the save. The, like, preview. So... It should not be so bad. Load game. Does anybody see a robot? I see a robot who looks very normal to me. I think we should be fine. Okay, that's good. Maybe we are fixed. That was very stressful though. Basically, the robot had like human skin, but you could still see the robot screen that's usually in front of their eyes. And then she would like fly around and there was like jets coming out of her feet. And oh, it was very distressing. It was very distressing. Okay. Okay. I think we should be good to start then. Let me get rid of these. I said I wanted to have 150,000, right? We can make that work. It was terrifying. I'm glad we all agree. It was bad. It was pretty bad. Okay. Leah and Dino and Pancake and AG Star, thank you for the subs. I'm gonna record this in case you want to post it on YouTube. Well, not in case. I will post it on YouTube. So I gotta open a second OBS real quick. And then we can start. Okay. Do we need a reference photo or should we just wing it? I think we'll wing it for the first variant. Okay. We'll try that. Oh, it's raining. Wait, I need to make it stop raining. Hold on. We can't have it raining in the beginning of the build. That's no good. Make it sunny. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Okay. Now let's just begin. I think that some of it will probably be like right up against the corner on some sides. Not all sides, but some sides. I also don't think I want it to be tall wall height because that's kind of ick to me. What's my color scheme? I don't actually know. I mean, I guess we'll see. I suppose we'll find out. Where does the stable go? What color gen is it for? You know what? This actually isn't for the Not So Berry challenge. So there is no gen color. This is for my regular legacy challenge that I've been playing on my YouTube channel. So we don't have like a gen color or anything. It's more just about vibes. Sky blue. I don't think we can make it blue. I think I'll get bullied if I make it blue. I think I'll probably try and have it be kind of gray and stuff, like to match this building slightly, but I'm not gonna make it exactly fit the building. I just want to get some grass up here because maybe it'll like alarm people less if the horse has some sort of grass, you know. Okay. I think that I will probably put. I might have you go away so I can put like some landscaping in there or something. Gray and green says science to you. You know what? I was kind of picturing like an emerald green sort of energy for this. So I'm actually glad that you think so because I would like to do something kind of like that. Yeah, because the Sim K has kind of a green vibe, I might say. So it might be good to have something along those lines for his house. Emerald, green, and gold. Interesting. We could do like dark colors and then gold accents. Didn't the game give us a warning about horses not being able to live there? No, it does, but we ignore it. No, we play tested it. Trust, it's gonna be fine. And the horse is gonna die soon. It's okay. It's all about the vibes, you know? Okay, I think that I want to have some sort of... I'm kind of imagining that maybe there could be some like rounded sections. I wonder if we could have like... Well, I guess this isn't really gonna work. I probably shouldn't do that. I was gonna have it be platform, but this is probably better suited to be like flat, right? But we could have some slightly more round sections because There's a lot of these like kind of, I guess that's not really round, but you know, the building has stuff like that. I never said that I was gonna keep this. I might end up bulldozing it. Who's to say? This could be very short-lived, but maybe it'll be cool. Who knows? I don't like that. Pool? Oh, there'll be a pool. Don't worry about that. I know we'll at least have a pool. That'll help fill in a lot of this open space. Could be a balcony. Yeah, it was gonna be a balcony, this little section. That's kind of what I was going for, but I wonder what that looks like in a grayish color. Interesting. Very interesting. Infinity pool? Do you think that if we did an infinity pool, when you say that, do you mean like you want it to be up and like floating, or because we can't really put it in the ground here? I mean, you can, but it doesn't look like an infinity pool. Oh, and it can't be up against the edge. Interesting. I don't know if I want it to be up. Honestly, chat, I think I need to look up a couple reference photos, because I need to at least have more of a vision for like the type of shape that we're going for, because otherwise I think that we're gonna struggle with this a lot. Sort of like, I don't know, if we got a couple of pictures of things kind of like this, that has like that gray sort of accent. I'm not gonna try and build this exactly, obviously, but whoa, look at all of the... Imagine we put a garage. If we put a garage on the penthouse. Claudia, Lay, and Ginger, and Magic, and Beats, and Yo, and Corey, and Petite, and Che, and Quanti, thank you for the subs. Badgie, and Feisty, and Charlie, thank you so much. It happens, though, sometimes in these fancy buildings in real life, they'll literally have stuff like that, and it's because they have, like, a car elevator. I do like the vibes of this. Maybe I'll let that be my vibes. Okay, unfortunately, I have to bulldoze it again. I have a vision now. Okay? I've got a vision in my mind now, so it's fine. I wonder if we could try and have this be like a little bit more central on the lot, because we could have like a slight side yard there, and maybe there could be like yard in these spaces, and the house can be kind of in the middle, you know? I feel like I might prefer that. And maybe the horse could have their like little stable in the corner or something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Can we have the reference photo on screen? No, because I'm not planning on like copying the build. I'm mostly just thinking about like vibes. So if I was trying to recreate it, then I would, but I'm not really gonna recreate it. So Magic and Jordan and Charlie, thank you for the subs too. Mostly we're just using it for like a, I don't know, frame of reference, I guess, to explain things more. Maybe a courtyard? Oh, do you think so? I kind of want to get it like a little bit slightly L-shaped. And there's probably going to be like something, I just put the horse inside. It might be kind of like primarily shaped like this. And then we can have maybe like a, I don't know, there'll be a series of balconies and stuff. There'll probably be more stuff over here too. Hate the back. Is this the front of the lot? Probably should have thought that through sooner. It also doesn't want to upload to the gallery, so that's no good. Oh, it is the front. Okay, perfect. We are fine then. We are fine. Maybe I will get rid of most of the second floor for a sec, just so I can think this through a little bit more. So I know that we want to have like a lot of balcony happening. Yeah, there'll be like an indent and stuff in the back. We'll space it out so it doesn't look as plain. Don't worry. I think something kind of like this has some potential. Should it be short wall height up there? You know I don't like the walls being that tall. Are we gonna renovate Faye's apartment? Yeah, we will. Not today, obviously, because I gotta do this first, but we'll do something for Faye's apartment. I would like to do that. I think that would be cool. I'm looking at the picture a little bit more. They have, this is the thing, I feel like I don't possess creativity like this, which I think always makes it hard for me to figure out how I want to do this kind of thing. I feel like something along those lines is not horrible. I probably don't want it to be this wide though, so maybe it stops like here. Did the audio go out for anyone? Uh-oh. I haven't seen anybody but you say it, but that doesn't mean that it didn't happen. Is anybody having audio issues? Can you all hear okay? Get together. I always like this fence, honestly. I think that's a really nice one. No issues? Okay, that's good. I am glad to hear that. Does this look like it's too much if it overhangs that much? Maybe we don't want it to wrap all the way around. Or maybe this part could wrap around this side, but we could have like something else over there. Oh, I'm warning you now, this is gonna be such a trust the process kind of build. Like, we're gonna be here for so long trying to figure this out. Oh no, I'm so sorry everybody. Like, honestly, I apologize in advance, because we're in for it now. That's cool, but maybe for somewhere else. I don't think it's gonna be very industrial. It's gonna be kind of more like the style of the building. We've lived in a more industrial place once before. So I'm kind of trying to pick something a little bit different that maybe is a style that we haven't really lived on yet. Oh, I don't know why I just did that. Should I put it up? Maybe I do platforms like everywhere. Some split leveling is gonna be the way. You're getting eco-modern vibes? Uh-oh. Oh my god, I don't want it to be super eco-modern house energy because that's what we lived in just before this. So we're gonna wanna like, hopefully, oh my god, you guys, I'm so bad at building modern houses. It's okay. It's okay. You liked the wraparound balcony? All right, I wasn't sure if I liked how the roof looked on it, but if we liked that, and that was the original vibe, then maybe we can go back to it, and I'm just overthinking it again. As per usual. Okay, it is cool, and maybe once there's windows in there, I'll feel less ick about it. Oh, but the problem is, if I have the platform, then the windows are not gonna be the exact, maybe it should just be one high, the platform. Because I think that these will still fit then. Just have to be raised up. I think that's okay. I think that should be okay. I'm also gonna try to stick to the gray thing. And we'll see how that goes for us. Because I think that the outside kind of looks like that, so. Okay, there will be a door here. Base game, come here. Is that even the right color? I don't even think that is. No, it must be. Oh my gosh. Constantly overthinking with these things. All right, what does that look like? Oh. Maybe the glass is too thick. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it needs to be like more of a, like the one from Eco Lifestyle. Because Eco Lifestyle has a thinner frame to the glass. I think maybe that is better. Okay. Well then if we do that though, do any of the doors even match this? We might not even have to raise them up. I was not really planning on using the bigger panes because it's not the right size for that, chat. It makes me irrationally angry to have like the 2 and then 1, but I don't really want it to be wider than this either. So I know I'm overthinking it. I know, sorry. When I'm gonna play in a house, I really, 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 really overthink it. I don't really want to have the skinnier one in the middle. I prefer it looking a little bit more asymmetrical like this if I put it on the end than putting it in the middle. I know I just complained about it, but I was complaining more about the existence of it in general, not necessarily the placement of it. Okay, that's not terrible. Yeah, I agree that I think that asymmetrical nature of it is maybe good. I don't know. Okay, so we want to have a door. Put it to the left. You think it should be on the other side? I think we're definitely overthinking this now. I'm not sure it really matters this much. If we sit here thinking about it like this, we're never gonna get anything else done with the build. It's nice like that, but we're never gonna finish it. We need to be a little bit more practical. Don't let me overthink the windows this much anymore, okay? Okay, cool. They won't fit. Imagine it's a fake balcony. Those are eco lifestyle windows. Those ones just there. I think that we want to have like maybe some sort of, oh, I guess you have to put it on the platform yourself. Maybe there could be some sort of like little covered space over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Would the Desert Luxe door look good there? Well, the problem with the Desert Luxe stuff is that it's only short wall height. So we can use it, but I feel like it's gonna look pretty ick on the downstairs because it's not big, you know, but we can definitely put this upstairs for like some sort of patio somewhere. I can just save it for a sec. The doors are gonna be a whole bunch of issues for us today because they all come in weird sizes. I think that for this section, I might get myself like a big door. But like a fancier one, and we'll make it like super split leveled, and we can just have stairs down from the inside. Have you not built in this lot before, Ginger? Yeah, I don't build in this lot very often either. This is the one Terendi Tower penthouse in San Myshuno. It's the big penthouse lot. And I also never use this one. I just don't really ever build on the penthouses. They're not really something that I think about very often, so it is fun to have an excuse to try. Okay, it might be cool if, I know that that's like a different color of gray, but we could probably just deal with it, because then we can have that kind of interesting wooden accent. I don't hate that. We'll get some like cooler looking stairs there too. It's kind of weird to have the front door just like in the middle like this almost, but you don't like this penthouse lot? Do you not like it? This is a weird lot. The penthouses in general I find kind of difficult to build on most of the time, if I'm being honest. Can we do platform stairs? I mean, maybe. It would be probably lower if we did that, but I kind of dislike the platform stair situation because I feel like the Sims kind of walk up them awkwardly when you do it. I admit that it looks cool, but I feel like the Sims kind of use them weird. But again, probably overthinking that. Maybe this could be, save that. Maybe I'll put that somewhere else. Maybe this could be where this sliding door that we talked about goes. Because this is where all the pool stuff's gonna be. I was gonna have like, I mean, I don't really know where exactly on this part of the lot it'll go, but I was gonna have like the pool kind of like this. So I guess that does make for sort of an interesting shape to it. Elevator? Well, the elevator's gonna be inside, Shelby. I didn't forget, chat. That goes inside. That's where your sim spawns, in the elevator. So we'll have like a interior like entrance that'll be kind of like this, where the mailbox and the trash chute goes. I don't know where it'll be yet. I have another floor plan, but don't worry, I didn't forget. We're just still working on it, okay? We just started. We're still trying to figure out like what we want this to look like, so bear with me as we try and figure it out, because I'm not really a modern house builder, so I'm trying my best. I do think that I want that to be, I think, one tile skinnier. I guess that should just be wider then. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. I feel like this part is taller, so I might just make it taller for now so I can see it better. And then we'll get ourselves some more glass over here. I feel like we're gonna have to do some more to like split up the roof angles, you know? This is in San Myshuno. Go see, we're playing in San Myshuno right now. I don't think I like how this part looks. I feel like I need to just come at this more from like a how's the roof gonna look sort of perspective. And I kind of want to have overhangs. Like, I think that the vision in my mind involves a little bit more of stuff like this, where it's like kind of floating outward a little bit more. And maybe then the main part of the roof is less bad. I don't know. Have I saved? No. Oh, I gotta put a mailbox in there. And a stupid trash can. Now I can save. What's happening to the old house? Oh, we're just gonna move, Patch. I do this for every new generation. I think it's fun to build a new house and like have a place to move to and kind of switch it up a little bit. So we're just gonna move out of the old house, basically. Is kind of the idea. Skylights? Yeah, we could definitely get some skylights. I think that would be cool. Okay, interesting. What about Snowy Escape? Do the windows match from Snowy Escape? Because theirs are smaller. Where are you? Scrolled past it like 4 times. It's kind of a different shade of gray, but we can just deal with it, I think. I feel like that's fine. Does it look super bad to have the overhang across like all of it? We're gonna have it be like more layered. There's gonna be like different levels to the roof. And I think that the overhang is maybe good. I don't know. What if there was a chimney in the front? Is there gonna be a piranha pond here? Yeah, we're gonna find a space for it. I could never get rid of my piranha pond. I like how it's a little bit off center, actually. I feel like that's interesting. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I do think that this part of the wall is kind of bland, but maybe this part could have like some plants on it or something to help split it up a little bit more. I could kind of make like a custom, oh my god, trying to do all these platforms and also trying to do all this makes it lag so much. But there could be like cool plants right there. I don't know about the high school years trellis because it's kind of, I don't know, I don't want to call it traditional, but it kind of is. I was more so thinking like, okay, great, these don't really fit, but that's kind of the vibe that I was thinking. But we can figure it out. We could also do like the eco lifestyle panels or something. Where is eco lifestyle? You know how there's like just, oh, we also have these kind of weird things. If we wanted to get kind of an interesting style, that could be like slightly more of a stylistic choice, which maybe is good. Like that could be cool. I never get a chance to use those really. So, interesting. How do I fast forward? Uh-oh, Nez, I'm really sorry, but I'm live. So it's not possible on Twitch. If you watch the stream later, when it's over, you'll be able to. Okay. How about gray? Well, I never use gray like this. I don't even know if I like that. I also don't think maybe I'll have these be a square, or like the wider one, I mean. Okay. That's good. Joe, Insane, and Chloe, thank you for the subs. I feel like we're kind of onto something with this. I think that I might try and make myself, maybe there could be like a little section of plants here. Like, I can see the sim in the window. Yeah, the horse just in there. Like, you can just look and see right now. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's okay, though. Okay, I'm actually gonna redo this whole side because this is where the horse is gonna go. So I kind of want to get like more of a intentional setup for the horse here. At least that's my goal. Maybe like, am I putting skill stuff for the horse? Yeah, that's the plan. I think that this part could become like the barn. And maybe there could be like, I don't think I want to have open. I mean, it can be kind of, it can be enclosed, right? What will the space be used for when the horse is gone? I don't know, skill building, grass, to have a yard, anything of the sort, lots of options. I have barrel racing right now, but I don't think it's impossible for us to have the barrel racing. I'm sorry, this is so dumb. The barrel and the jump is ridiculous. This is like up there with one of the silliest things I think I've ever done in the Sims. Okay, I like it. It's really good. Do you like it? The jump does end like very close to the edge of the fence. It's kind of scary, but it's okay. I put like a fence there, so don't worry. The horse is gonna learn how to fly. Oh no. We'll get like even some of this grass and stuff. We have this for the horse inside. It could probably be made smaller even if we really wanted to. This might be a lovely place to have a balcony. Right? Okay, so here's my horse garage. Let me put in a door. I think if we had like, Listen, how ridiculous is it to put like the horse door? I mean, it doesn't really fit, does it? I'm trying to decide like how I want to do this really. I think that having big windows in there is good. And then maybe I can have the door on this side. Make sure it stays centered, okay? That's good. And then there's like a door. Horses can go through regular doors, right? That's not gonna work. I would love to use that one. It just comes in blue. I guess we could put it like that and we can leave the blue on the inside of the horse's house, right? Let me just really quickly see if the horse can use that, okay? I need to have my sim come over here. I don't think the horse will be able to get down from the platforms. What, can you not even get out? How come you can't get out? Oh. Sorry. The house is, yeah. Well, I'm gonna fix that once I decorate the inside. I just gotta do this first. Okay, so here's how you move the horse around, by the way. You can go sim commands, teleport a sim to this sim, and then I can get my test horse. Okay, now if you come in here, come quick, bring the horse. Okay, the horse is fine in there. I think we could probably even like ride the horse into there if we wanted to, because it's tall enough. Alfie, Kate, Timo, no reason, thank you for the subs. I appreciate it, thank you. Let me save. That's with a mod. The teleporting that I just did is with MC Command Center. Did it just poop in there? Oh my god, it did. There's poop right here. That's ridiculous. Shame. It spent like 1 second out there and then already pooped. Okay, I have an idea for ways to make maybe this part look a little bit more interesting. I'm gonna do half walls for part of it, because then I can get a little platform kind of there, partial cover. It makes it a little bit less flat on this big wall, which is kind of what I was hoping for. And then like, oh, maybe we could even shrink it. Maybe we could like steal some space like this. That's cool, right? Maybe? I mean, it's unnecessary, but there could be horse stuff right there. Who knows? Maybe a half wall so I can put some landscaping. I think I'll use some nice debug fences around a lot of these places. Okay, so you need to have a bit of an overhang. Like, no. Oh, I'm on the wrong floor. There, bit of an overhang right here. The modern barn is killing you. I'm glad that you like it. It's so dumb. I know it's so dumb. I'm so sorry that I'm like making you look at this, but I think it's great fun, honestly. Okay, I don't really know about this balcony space. I think it's kind of random, but maybe it's fine, who knows. I think I will give myself a slightly taller section right there. And maybe I could use this to have another doorway, because I could put this thing on the side and that gives us like, oh, but I don't like the blue. I wish that came in a plain color, honestly. That would make life a lot easier. Okay, I don't think much can be done over here, honestly. I think we're kind of at a weird standstill. Is that okay if the overhang is like that big? Glass awning over the balcony, maybe. Yeah, that's true. I guess that wouldn't be that bad. I can't decide. Modern problems require modern solutions. And don't worry, I didn't forget about like food and water for the horse or anything. Right now, we're mostly just trying to figure out like what we're doing and like where we're putting everything, and then we can go back and like actually furnish it later on. The furniture is not the high priority. It's just like the shell of the house that's the priority right now. Okay. I would like to have some more landscaping. I think I'll put some flowers probably some places too. Or, I mean, maybe this section, honestly, maybe it's better off having like slightly more natural looking landscaping, because I'm kind of trying to pretend that this whole section is like actual grass, like it belongs outside, you know, not just like in the natural world, not like on a roof is what I'm trying to say. So we can try and put maybe some like more normal landscaping on this section and try and make it look like it's not on a roof. Maybe that would be good, I don't know. Do you think I could put a tree? No, I'm gonna come back to that part. I really should work on this part some more, because this is like the main section of the house. This is the bigger concern, I feel. So we want to have like something over here on this side too. Did I bulldoze the previous house? Well, we are actually building this in a different save. I'm not gonna bulldoze it, but I'm gonna leave it behind and move out into a new house. We do it every generation is kind of the thing. So, Nan and Anna, Cassandra, and Megan and Veg, thank you for the subs. How do they get up there? Oh, they used the elevator to get up there. So we'll reorganize the elevator layout and stuff later on. I wonder if we had like a little pergola or something. I wonder, I might even have to make my own. Although, this could maybe be an interesting opportunity to use this thing that I never, ever, ever, ever use. It does kind of fit the vibes of the building too. Like when you think about it, the whole place kind of looks like this. So that could actually be interesting. This is for Captain Hoof, not a new horse. So we're not getting a second horse. We're not getting a second horse. Someone said I should switch the jumps to be here. And then to put the like barrels here. And we'll reorganize. I guess that kind of lays it out better anyway if we did it kind of like this. So we'll see. I'm not really trying to organize the horse stuff right now. I'm mostly just trying to do the shape of the house, but you can't tell that because I've been back and forth so much. The pergola from the new kit. I think the new kit pergola is very like traditional. Because it's like made with the like ironworks and stuff. I don't really think that fits this like wacky modern house. Does that make sense? I feel like it's not really the same vibes. I could probably use these trims though, so that'll help us. And I probably should save. Okay. Do the barrels function size down? I don't think they will because the animations go around them. The animations won't change sizes, so. Yeah, so everybody's been really begging for an infinity pool. The only problem with that is that you cannot put pools up against the edge, like on the corner of the lot. It literally won't let you. Like you can try, but it doesn't go up to the exact edge. And I don't really want to have the pool on the second floor for my own purposes. I think I would rather have the pool be on the like main floor or whatever. When they say infinity pool, they're kind of talking about like, let me undo that again. They mean as if the pool was like up. I mean, well, it wouldn't always be up, but if it was like this and then there was windows in it, and it like the water goes up to the edge, it looks like it drops off the edge kind of. But I don't know if that's gonna work for our purposes here today, so Unfortunately, I do not know if we can pull that off. Okay, you look a mess. That's no good. I do think I like how that is turning out. I think. Do we want to have this go on the edges? Probably. I think so. Okay, that kind of helps. And then I guess I could always use this thing again on this side. Honestly, I'm so bad at building modern houses. It really, really is difficult for me when I try and do these things. It's like I want to do this cool modern looking build because I have this cool vision for my legacy sim, but like I really, really struggle with trying to make them not look silly, you know? Okay, I guess I will get myself some windows like this. I might rearrange those once we start working on the downstairs and like the interior and stuff. I don't really, actually, I don't even like how wide this is. It's fine. It's fine. You like my modern houses? Thank you. That's very nice of you to say. Look how big it is. There's gonna be, I think, a lot of open space on the second floor. Like we'll leave it open, you know? Okay, I do kind of like how the front of this is turning out. So at least there's that. Yeah, I agree. Modern houses to me, like in real life, when people build stuff like this, it's like these big modern mansion, new build type houses that people make. And it's just not like my vibe. I always see this kind of thing in real life and I'm like, ugh, doesn't even look like a house, you know? So it's such a personal preference thing, but it's really not what I would choose. Do you think I could use a debug? It lags whenever I try and place it. Should I try and put this in a fresh save? To see if that helps with the lag? Maybe we should try, because I'm not even building this in the save from the legacy, but it's lagging. It wouldn't be The Sims without lag. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right. Welcome to The Sims 4. Pineapples and Cian, and we got Harmon and Ghost and Soul and Antisocial and Otherwise and Strawberry and Smut and Grap and Neen and Anna. Thank you all for the resubs. I don't think it's the horse on the lot. I think it's the penthouse lot type. I think it's just because it's a penthouse. There being a horse there doesn't really matter. I think it's literally just because it's a penthouse. Oh, my game's kind of lagging like this anyway. So maybe it's just the game. You know what? Let me close the whole thing. Let's reopen the whole game and see if that helps us at all. We'll do a complete reload. Maybe that'll be better. Well, it hasn't even closed yet, so. We're trying. Exit game. Okay. One more time. Is Snappy with us today? I don't think she's in here right now. She'll probably come up though. She's been in here all day, so I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't come up right now. She's been in here for a while. Oh my god, it literally won't even close the game. Wow. Uh-oh. Do you hear? Can you still hear the Sims 2 soundtrack? No? Why did it do that? I think it just like, it turned itself down when I closed the game. Oh boy. Okay. I cleared my cache like the other day. That's the thing. So I don't know if it's even gonna make a difference, but we might as well. And reload. See if this helps. You like how I do clutter in my builds? That's nice of you to say, Delia, especially in the midst of me doing this terrible shell of a house with no clutter yet. It's nice of you to compliment something kind. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm reloading. Let's see how this goes this time. Hopefully it already helps. I should give the horse its own pink room and make it the Pink Pony Club. So the problem with that is that we have this horrible blue door that we have to use because it only comes in blue. So we'll see what we can do. But we are kind of stuck already with the, you know, the blue glass of the San Myshuno City Living windows? Ugh. Ugh. You're talking to your roommate, what happened? Oh, nothing happened. I just decided to close and reopen the game to see if it would lag less. Because it was having some issues, so we decided to give it a little redo, see if that would help.
1G.
Okay, hello random guy. Emmett. You are our new tester sim. Congratulations. If I use the industrial loft open door instead? Well, I'm not really trying to go for like an industrial vibe. We lived in an industrial sort of style house a few generations back. And so I kind of want to do something different that we haven't already done in this legacy. Because I'm trying to have all the houses be unique. There is a industrial style penthouse in San Myshuno, but I'm living on a different lot anyway, so. Okay, you want to load maybe? Game, perhaps? Just maybe? Whenever you're streaming, the loading screens feel like 10 times longer. It's not actually that bad, but it's like when you're sitting here in front of everybody and it takes a while to load, it's like, oh my god, it's taken 20 years to load. Even though it's really not that bad, it feels bad, you know? All right, let's try again. Redo. Can horses live in penthouses? The game says no, but you can teleport them up. I play tested it, so we're calling it a pent-horse. We're playing on short lifespan and the horse is an elder, so it will die relatively soon. And it's kind of fun, this like silly plan that we have, so. See, exactly, Jambo, it's fine. It's fine. Well, we don't have to worry about the exact budget, Kathy. That's not 150. Because technically I have like 190 or something. So it's okay if the budget is like a little bit off from that. Like we're probably gonna end up cheating for extra money. I always give myself a lot less than I actually will use at first, just so I can pace myself better. Okay, I think it's lagging less. I think that's better. We should be better off this way. Okay, good. Let's start again. And it's like nothing ever happened. We're here for the first time right now. Totally fine. Everything is totally fine. Oh, you should not be there. I wanted you to be up against the wall, like flat. Oh. Uh-oh. This is what I get for trying to do like a complicated roof, because I literally haven't got a single clue what I'm doing most of the time. I am not a modern house person. Oh. Do that. Okay. Interesting starting point. Maybe? I don't think that that should have an overhang. This is the problem. I don't really know what to do with the corner. I don't really like it. This is not good. We're not off to a good start. I'm already like, ooh, unsure. I think that it's the side. I might need to redo the horses thing. I feel like, just in general, it's the side of the house that's throwing me. And I'm sorry that you all have to watch this, because I know that it's silly, okay? I understand that this is probably pitiful and painful for you to watch, and for that I apologize. For that I sincerely apologize. Okay, maybe it could be slightly bigger for my horse garage. And you know what? Maybe instead of having a balcony up there, maybe I could try and do like a tall platform situation. Because that could help it look a little bit more split leveled. Like it gives it some more pizzazz with the height. And that might be good too. Okay, interesting concept. Maybe there's a covered portion right here. Not the horse garage. I know, it's such a silly thing to say, I'm sorry. But, you know, it's what I've been calling it, so. I guess this probably could have like a... Okay, interesting. So that becomes the covered section. This becomes like this. That's where the horse goes in and out from. I guess they probably don't want that like that though, huh? Maybe I could do it like that because then I can paint it interesting. Maybe that is better. Exactly. If penthouses can have elevators for cars, I don't see why they can't have a horse garage. I'm glad that you agree. I'm glad that we're all on the same page with this. Okay, I was giving the horse this set of doors before, originally. I realized that it looks kind of ridiculous, but I think that's okay. I think that to an extent, ridiculous is actually good, so it's fine. But I was gonna wait until the new pack. Olivia, this is for my legacy challenge that I'm playing with on YouTube. It's not the legacy that I'm writing. This is for my existing YouTube Let's Play. I am not writing a new legacy until the new pack comes out, that is true. But that's not what this is, so. Okay, let's see how, no, don't do that. bb.move objects on. Half wall doesn't work on rounded corner. Oh, wait. Oh my God. Originally, they had a fence here. What? There was a thing there that, like, stayed on its own. Why is it gone? Oh my. I might end up making my own fence situation. We'll see how it goes. But they had something there before, and when I reloaded it, it went away, but it's fine. No, stop. There, okay. Okay. I don't hate this. I think this is actually kind of, maybe even kind of interesting. Right? So the horse can come and go from right here. Maybe this should be on the inside. Building a penthouse seems hard to you. Yeah, building a penthouse is, I think building a penthouse is really hard. I know that I'm not really one to build stuff like this, so that definitely doesn't help. Like, it's kind of a little bit out of my standard wheelhouse, but I find this pretty difficult to do. I think it's like all of the trying to fit it so it looks like it matches the building, but is still unique enough. Like, all of those things I find kind of difficult. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because this part is like for a little fake balcony. This is my first modern penthouse? No, I've built modern penthouses before. It's definitely been a while since I built one, but I've built modern penthouses before. This isn't the first one. It's just not something I do very often, one might say. Okay, Jord and Cammy and George, thank you for the subs. Okay. That's interesting. Got lights now. I wonder if we could put, like, a little bit more grass in this section. I don't hate that. I think I will probably end up using half walls to fill in landscaping. Kay is gonna be an engineer, is the job that we're kind of lining up for him. Okay, maybe I will put it smaller because I'm gonna have a outdoor kitchen right here. So I wanna make sure I have enough space for it. And then when you're looking at the house from like front on like this, that's actually not that bad. I do think that the roof could probably use a little bit of something else. I think that it probably needs a bit more pizzazz here. So I'm gonna figure that out real quick. I think I might kind of shrink it a tile or two. Oh no, that should stay right where it is, actually. Okay. Well then I guess we could have like a small bump out space. I don't know. Sunroof? You know, I saw people suggesting that I put like a rooftop garden kind of thing. I wonder if we could have a third story somewhere. And if that would like not look totally terrible. Because I've never actually tried that. I wonder if we could have like a... Oh my gosh, make it small. But I wonder if that might be okay. You know, we could have it be like in a lot of this section. Oh. I think that maybe if we do that, I might want to have it come out a little bit more than that. Should this all be flat then? Oh my god, making it 3 stories tall is gonna be like the biggest regret of my life when I try and actually furnish this. I think I will probably shrink it in the back. And then we could have like potentially, I wonder if we could build ourselves like a custom little garden space that's not on a platform. Kind of like this, so it can be accessed. I know it's weird. I know it's weird. But maybe it's weird in a cool way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Do we put like overhangs on this roof piece too? How about a hot tub like on the roof? I don't know. I guess it kind of depends what we end up going for, huh? The inside's gonna have so many rooms. Yeah, this is a big house. Possibly to a fault. Okay, you know what? I actually don't hate this. I think with the right stuff added to it, it might be okay. Is that flat? Maybe that could be a balcony. Personally, I don't like them, but they're not horrible. What, the windows? Or the build as a whole? Because if so, uh-oh. I mean, I don't like this either. This is like my least favorite style of house. I personally would not normally build something like this. It's a little bit out there for me. But I think that's kind of fun to do from time to time, so. Okay, we gotta figure out how to have a better situation for the front above this doorway. Because I don't really want to have that duplicated. But now it's like 3 stories high, so I feel like we have to put... Oh, you know what we could maybe do is have a small door. Where's the one from the greenhouse kit? Does the greenhouse kit come in gray? Do you know? No. That would just make too much sense if it did. That would be too easy. Okay, instead, maybe there could be... Well, it could just be this one. It's a lighter gray, but it's not terrible. I feel like it needs something else. I just can't really decide what. Is that a horse jumping penthouse? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Maybe smaller windows? Yeah, I had the snowy escape ones originally, but I'm still kind of undecided on whether or not that's better or worse. It's because I have the whole extra floor now. Oh, this might actually be better if it was done with the square ones anyway. A little bit less of the lines. I feel like there's something kind of off about this section. Do you think there should be a platform here? Maybe that helps to split it up. To have like a line right there. Okay. Can I have this continue up then? Do we even want it to? I can't believe I have a 3rd story. This is ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. The house is gonna be huge. Ooh. Okay, I think that looks a little bit better though. I feel like I'm kind of okay with that. Maybe you should extend out right here, because then I can copy these. We wanted to have 4 bedrooms, plus like office space and, you know, various skill building rooms. I think a lot of this is gonna end up being open, like to the downstairs. So it'll be fine. And my robot can live in the top floor. So that'll be fine too. I'm sorry, that is such a wild thing to say. My robot can live in the top floor, so that'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm gonna just keep saying it until I believe myself. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, 2-story living room, robot top floor. All these things together will make for a decent and totally normal house, I think. Okay. That's not that bad. Maybe I could do my little wall thing again. A horse in a penthouse? That's the chaos I'm here for. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. Okay. We've really kind of reached a point where things have become a little bit more chaotic than I'm used to. And I guess that's not a bad thing. Okay, that should be fine. We have to do something with the back of this, I think. Because it's all like completely flat. In a bad way. But I don't really know what to do about that. This is the thing. When you look at the penthouse that was here before, it was literally a big giant box. Like the whole thing was one big giant box. There was no like dimension to it. It was one big giant box. And so as I'm doing this now, it's like, I don't know how to do this in a way that looks okay, but isn't ugly like that. So we probably want it to be somewhat flat in like some spaces, but not all of the spaces. Oh, I probably should save the game. You're right about that. I can do that. I can save. I think the flat does make sense, but we can try and split it up a little bit. Like I can break this wall up a tiny bit. Maybe have some plants right here. Because that helps to separate this just the slightest bit. And then we'll have like walls of windows in corners and things like that, you know? Oh, geez. Is that the right height? Yes. Okay, good. I wonder if that could even get shrunk even further. Maybe. And then maybe I could have big windows kind of like right there. I'm trying to decide also, because this is the front on the gallery, but we probably want to set up something that is like the front door. I don't really know what exactly that's going to entail, but we want to make something probably that looks a bit like a front door if we can. Oh, I think a balcony would probably actually be good. The elevator is the front door. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to just have the penthouse like, it's hard to explain this, but I think it needs a door that isn't wide open and doesn't belong to the horse. Do you understand? The elevator is what functions as a front door. Like the Sims will spawn inside, so that's why we're gonna have to build out like a room that's accessible by the elevator and is okay if people come into, and then there's gonna be a front door inside, like in an apartment. That's the front door in reality. But I still want to have another door on the outside that looks okay. Magpie and Ewan and Shalets and Brittany and Goob and Meg and Rachel and Linz and Ravings, thank you for the subs. Okay, I think that we have to do something here. Okay, interesting. Maybe the windows go like completely in this corner. Oh, it won't be able to go all the way up to the roof line though, but that's okay. We can have window, 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 kind of like this. I almost wish that I had more of like a corner. Oh, I hate the back of this being so flat. But I need the upstairs space so I can have my rooftop garden. Oh my. Will we finish this today? No. Like literally not even close. We're definitely not gonna finish this today. We have a lot to do still. I didn't think I was gonna finish it in one day though. It takes a long time to build legacy houses when you're me. Erica, thank you. Shelby, thank you. Sweet, thank you for the resubs. Okay, I could indent somewhere with an overhang. Yeah, I was kind of thinking about that. Like, if we built this in and then like scooted it back a tile or something. there could be windows right there, and we could do a little bit of landscaping, kind of. That was one of the thoughts that I had as well, so you'll have to let me know if that's like so terrible or not, but we can maybe make something like that work. And then we can do the big windows in there too. I really, really dislike the back of this. In my mind, the back of this is like so horrendously ugly. I don't even know where to start. What about like some more of this? You love it? Okay, that is very reassuring to me, so thank you for saying that. I'm glad that you like it. That's helpful. Okay, cool. That's too tall. And it just will be, won't it? Wow, okay. What else can be done about the back? I feel like maybe if we had, I'm kind of thinking that maybe if there was something like the platform that we had over here with the platform stairs, like maybe that would be a good thing to help split it up. What does that look like if I put it? Okay, that works. And then we'll get our own little fake staircase again. Ooh, that's probably not good. Maybe you should be smaller. Does this go out then? The only reason I have it this wide is so I want it to line up with the edge of this, but I don't even know if that's necessary. Like, okay. What if that goes all the way here? The number of like squares that are happening, I mean, geez. Do you then put a small platform above this too? I think that looks okay. And there'll be a fence. We'll get ourselves like a kind of tall half wall for this section so that it's not scary. No one needs to feel unsafe as they're walking out of here. So we can add that in. Okay, and then there's a bunch of grass for your Sims to have some nice greenery space. Okay, this is on the Terendi Tower penthouse lot. I saw somebody ask where it is. It's one of the penthouses in San Myshuno, if you are looking for it. Someone doesn't like heights, the drop is scary to you. Yeah, that drop is objectively scary, I think. It is very, very scary. Maybe it would be good if we like shrunk this whole space just a little bit more. A little bit more outside space is probably not a bad thing, and the horse can have their room shrunk. It won't be a problem. The lot is 40 by 30. This lot is. So it's actually quite big. Okay. Where will the graves go? That's a different legacy. That's my not so berry challenge. This is my regular. I call this one my nightmare legacy, which I realized the nightmare legacy is not the one with the graves. Shocker. But we have graves. I have some in my basement right now, but I have a graveyard in this save, so I don't need to worry about bringing them with me from here. So, no, it's a fair question, Veda, don't worry. Lots of people think that. It's confusing when I stream one challenge and then I build a house for the other one on Twitch. That is very confusing. Okay, how bad is it if I use the medium wall height one twice? I know it's like a little bit too tall. I guess I could make this whole thing taller, or I could let it clip. I'm kind of leaning towards just letting it clip because it's only like partially in the corner. So really, who cares if it's clipping like the tiniest little bit, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna post a speed build of this on my YouTube channel. I will. That is the plan because this is what I'm making it for YouTube, so. Yeah, the clipping is so minimal, I feel like it's fine, right? I wonder if I can use this door twice. It's a little bit on the small side. That's okay. We're gonna have a whole time trying to figure out the floor plan of this place, but that's fine. That is a problem for future Simsie. Okay, maybe you get smaller. We're trying to make this like less flat on the back. I don't use the tool mod, no. I don't really use any mods in my builds or in my videos for the most part. Should we have like another doorway? Probably not. I don't really know what to do with that part or with this part right here. But this part honestly could have nothing there if we wanted to have no windows. We can always add on to that once we start doing the floor plan. So sometimes it's okay to just let it be for a second. Okay, I'll save again. Becca, it's sweet music. And Toby, thank you for the subs. Fun to put a door from the elevator room. Yeah, we're gonna have to rearrange the elevator and figure out where the whole layout's gonna go. We could have like, I wonder if the elevator could go in here somehow. And then I wish that I could use this door and have it be not so low to the ground. I don't really like how, you see how there's like all that space above it? But maybe it's not actually that big of a deal. Maybe I am once again overthinking it. But like perhaps, oh no, that's way too big. I want to have the elevator open into its own room. Like, I'm in my mind, the elevator is gonna have like, there's gonna be like a lobby on this floor because that's where the guests will show up. Like if there's like pizza delivery or whatever. So I'm tempted to put it kind of like this, but then it splits up the space. So maybe I shouldn't put it there. We also have to decide where we're gonna have the floor be open. Because there's gonna be some parts that are open to the downstairs. Honestly, you could just close that off if you want to. And maybe the parts that are open to the downstairs are, that's a balcony right there. There's balconies on like all the corners. What if there was like, now ignore the fence. I'm gonna change the color of the fence, okay? But what if it was like this somehow? And we had upstairs, we could split this up into like a couple of bedrooms and a bathroom. Like that. This gets open. So we can have staircases kind of in the middle there. We'll have to figure out a place to put the staircase up, but that's fine. We'll find a spot for it. Let me see. Maybe I should just put a staircase in here so I can think about where exactly it would go. I don't want it there. Maybe this staircase could be like right there, because that's in the hallway. That does make this section really quite small. And that makes this balcony belong to what, like a bathroom? What I decided to do about the horse? Oh, it's a pent-horse now. Here, I'll change the lot title. Pent-horse. The horse lives here. This is the barn. I really wish I was kidding, but I'm totally not kidding right now about that. Unfortunately. Okay, this one needs to get raised up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. We're gonna have to figure out how we want to split everything in this horrible place. So maybe the staircase should go like... Oh my goodness. That's a little bit close to the edge for me. Not really what I was picturing. I kind of wish that we had more space. I guess it could be like turned... Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Yeah, people always say like, what if you wrap the staircase? But the problem is when you make it big, like what I want to do with this, and you start trying to wrap it like an L shape, it takes up so much room. Like, yikes, you know? I mean, we could potentially do it like this and have it like kind of... Well, now they're both perfect squares, which is less interesting, but that's okay. It might not be so bad like that. It does take up a lot of room, but sometimes that's what you want it to do. And I don't really care if it's blocking the windows on this particular build. Normally I would, but these windows are in the back of a penthouse. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So do we just open it like that? And then what do you do? Do you have the staircase like... Obviously it won't be green. Just for the record, I'm not gonna keep it green, I promise. It will be changed from green. Okay. Interesting. You know, it might be better if this was all flat. For this particular space, we might want to extend the platform. I had it going down because of the windows, but I think it's probably better if this part is flat. Maybe there could be a bathroom right here in that little area. Oh, you know what? That could even be like where the elevator comes in. We could do it kind of like this. I mean, we could also, if we wanted to, we could just... I don't think I want it to open into the living space though. I think I still want it to go like this and open into a smaller room. So I don't know if that's too small or not. Because I don't want like the people that show up to be in my house. Because they would be if it just opened like this. Oh, only one elevator allowed, blah, blah, blah. I can get one of the bigger ones. Oh. I guess I'll use the fancier, more modern, interesting one. Yeah, I usually build entrance rooms on purpose in the penthouses, basically because of that exact reason. So maybe we could extend ever so slightly. So do we get like a front door or something? I don't really know. Does this come in the gray colors that we've been kind of using? I guess it has a gray trim, but that's not quite the gray that I had. Change the elevator's color? Yeah, we could. I don't really know what we want it to look like yet. I think a nice small entry room like that is like best case scenario, because this is where you end up putting like the apartment mailbox. We put the apartment trash chute in there. You know, we'll kind of rearrange them a little bit, but the other Get Famous door. Get Famous. What, like this one? It's a little bit too wide. We'd have to rearrange the shape of it all if we did that one. It also doesn't come in the right color gray. Why does it never come in the right colors? I'm just gonna leave that one there for a second so that we can think about it, because I might change my mind about that. I might end up liking it more. I don't really like it right now, but I might end up liking it later. Again, not sure about the staircase situation either. So I'm wondering about the kitchen being in this space. I wonder if we could build that out and make it into a bathroom. Go away like this. Because that isn't a bad shape. And then it gives me like kind of a nook to put the kitchen cabinets in. So imagine if they won't be these kitchen cabinets, okay? But imagine if there's kitchen cabinets kind of like this. And then we have like a big kitchen island or something. Because we can make that centered with the doorway right here. And that might not be so bad. How do you get to the other room? Oh, this room? This room belongs to the horse. So you don't need to go into that room. This room is the barn. You only access it from the outside. That's the barn. Sorry, that's probably not immediately clear because it's a ridiculous thing to do, but that room belongs to the horse. Amanda, Decca, Amelia, Dazzle, thank you for the subs. When I'm doing this, I literally feel ridiculous right now. Can a horse live there? Oh, it doesn't want you to, but you can. Trust me, we've been testing it, Moonrins. We've been testing it. The horse can and will live here. Okay, this part I was thinking would be like the dining room. So we could have a nice big formal dining room right here in this area. I'm just gonna put a table down, kind of like a placeholder, so that you can visualize it a little bit better. It won't be that table or these folding chairs, but you kind of get it. There'll be like a big dining room there. Oh, you know what? We could even stick the bar in here, in this little nook. Ooh, I had not really considered that. But that's always good when I do it like that. Yeah, we'll do the bar right there. That's nice. Okay. I don't know what kind of thing will be over here. Maybe some seating or something. Shelving for my trinkets can go above it. Perfect. Perfect. What about that fancy Get Famous door? I literally never use this. It's like so dramatic. Do you want to try it? I don't know. We'll have to think about that. There could be a small bathroom in this little space if we really wanted there to be. This could be like a half bathroom. If we so desired. We can just fit an extra toilet there. No reason not to, right? And then I guess we have 3 of the bedrooms up here that I wanted. Plus like a extra living space kind of thing. Ew, is that because of the platforms? Stop. Don't do that. I feel like if we moved this and kind of like closed this off differently, it might be okay. What happens if you put the staircase like... Oh, that's as far as it'll go. Dang, that would have been cool. Yeah, I don't know how to separate this part. Should I have a too wide staircase? Make it big? Kind of fancy. Okay, well, this is the primary bedroom. So this will belong to Kay and their spouse. So we have a nice fancy primary bedroom right there. They have an ensuite bathroom. I really, really, really wish that I could have... Maybe I could move the stairs over here, actually. Can't intersect with walls. Oh, that's not that bad. I can just get rid of this. That honestly helps with the lighting bug, so it's probably for the best. I can even steal some extra space if I want to, because this room's quite big. Okay. Oops. What are Eugene's pronouns? Oh, Eugene uses he, him pronouns, and Kay uses he, him pronouns. Eugene is our, I would describe Eugene as our almost spouse. We are not quite married to Eugene, but we will be married to Eugene. You know what I mean? Okay, that does have us making this hallway like significantly smaller, and there is some space that is wasted. But that does get us an extra bedroom. So that makes 4 bedrooms upstairs. It's called Fiance. No, they're not even boyfriends yet. So their fiance means you're engaged. They're none of those things. We will be dating him, but it hasn't happened yet. But they're gonna get married. Just not yet. You do that too with your Sims, right? You like plan that far in advance. Blackheart, MMC, and Annabelle, thank you for the resubs. So wishful thinking. Yeah, I mean, it's like a best friends to lovers kind of storyline right now that we're doing, so. I actually don't like this door. I don't think that door is really the vibes that I'm going for. I may use the Dream Home Decorator one. I guess it can just be white. Somebody had said earlier to put a double door into the primary bedroom, and I actually like that. I think that's kind of a cool concept. Get a fancy door in there. We have a door to this bathroom. Or bedroom, I mean. Okay, so in total... Not that tile, don't worry. But that's 2 bathrooms upstairs, 1 half bathroom downstairs, plus 1 big bathroom downstairs. So it's a 4 bedroom, 4 bathroom house, which isn't really even that bad. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do, actually? This part needs to be raised up. So maybe I'll just let it all be the same height. Because I don't even think that's that bad. And then we have a nice place that we can have a big living room in, like right here. So imagine if there was, I'm just gonna get a big rug for a second. It can even be like really big, but we'll have a living room. Oh my God. Well, you get it. Living room will be like right here. What goes in this space? Gym? I think I'm gonna get a staircase down from right here. I guess that could be the office then. And then this could be like a music room. Who knows? Sitting area, it'll be something. It'll be something. Where does the horse go? Oh, we have a horse garage. The horse has a whole bunch of space. The horse actually has more space now than it did before, believe it or not. Okay, and then upstairs, this is gonna belong to my robot. We wanna get, I mean, it won't entirely belong to the robot, but it will mostly belong to the robot. My robot, Nina, she likes to garden, so this actually works out extremely well. My robot, Nina, also does not need a bathroom because she is a robot. However, she's still gonna have one. So there's that. And that's cool and kind of open too, which is good. Well, I guess you could be more like this even. Okay. Cool, Nina. Robot room. Robot bathroom. I mean, maybe this robot bathroom could have like a storage room in it. So we can put like the decor box and stuff in there. Okay. I actually kind of like this. This is not the Love Struck expansion. No, we're playing in San Myshuno. This is City Living, PG. Nobody has early access to the Love Struck pack this early, so. We're just playing in San Myshuno right now. Okay, so I guess this part, we're gonna wanna get some windows on this. This is the office space for Kay. And then we have lots of living room space. Oh God, this is gonna be huge to furnish. Emily, thank you for the resubs. And Dark and Feisty, thank you for the subs too. Oh no. Sauna on the 3rd floor? Actually, sauna's not a bad idea. No, the gameplay trailer is not out yet, Anna. I will be honest in saying they haven't said when it's coming out, but I am deeply hoping it's gonna come out on Thursday. So again, I don't actually know that. That's purely a hope, just from me wanting to make a video about it on Thursday. But I'm hoping the gameplay trailer will come out on Thursday. I don't think it would be that surprising if it did either. They usually, I mean, like, they posted the first trailer about 2 weeks ago. So I feel like it makes sense to have the second trailer 2 weeks later, because then it's 2 weeks until release day. So that kind of checks out in my mind, but I don't know. Colorful interior. Well, it's not gonna be like colorful. It's gonna be like kind of hip though. That's a weird thing to say, but you'll see. Okay, I'm gonna do that kind of cool gray flooring. We're gonna do a lot of like basically a lot of like a deep jewel toned emerald type of color in a lot of this place. That is the vision, at least. Okay, interesting stairs. I don't know if I like those for the stairs that are inside. I feel like these stairs need to be a little bit more solid if they're on the interior. Does that match the color at all? Solid for these parts, but then this part that's open doesn't have to be solid. Right? We can do different color stairs. What do I know? Okay. That's good too. All right. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Where will Belle's apartment be? She's gonna live in the apartment that we put her in today. It's in the Spice District is where we set her up. This bedroom is like kind of too big for me. I might get like a little nook to put some decor. I don't like it when they're just a perfect rectangle. I like to split them up. Okay. I think that the shell of it is done. We have a lot to do still, but I think that the shell of it can be done. So we're getting somewhere. I'm trying to decide if I want to have greenery. Change the other stairs. Oh no, I was gonna leave the other stairs open on purpose. I was not gonna use the same ones. I mean, we could, I guess, but I was kind of trying to do it different on purpose. Okay. Let's keep thinking about landscaping though, chat. Can I put laundry in the nook? Probably not, because I know myself and I won't do laundry. I'm just being realistic here. Like, I'm not gonna do it. So it's probably in everyone's best interest to not even bother with that right now. Oh good, that's taller. Cool. BD.show live edit objects. The horse stuff is killing you. Yeah. This is one of the sillier things I've done in a legacy challenge, but it's not the silliest. We've done a lot of goofy things playing this game over the years. Okay, I'm making my own custom little trim. So I can have this. What's the silliest? I don't know. There's a long list. Back in the day, like early days of our Not So Berry challenge when I had no money, I used to have my Sims like when I was trying to renovate the house. Imagine if I built this, right? But then I didn't have enough money to furnish any of the bedrooms, but I was like future proofing. I would call them a garage and then just put debug cars in them to take up space. I don't know. But that was kind of a joke. This is for serious gameplay. So maybe it is more ridiculous. I don't know. We've done a lot of silly things though. Purple, we play Among Us about once a month. We usually intentionally play about once a month. We haven't scheduled the one for this month yet, though. Okay. I'm gonna do like a little bit of landscaping here. I think I will put some dirt and like some bushes in there. Okay. Same thing. We were gonna put some landscaping here. It probably wouldn't hurt to have some in this area. Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna put some like debug little flooring pieces. You'll see. Piranha pond? Yeah, I need to get my pond back too. Where did I put my water bottle? Sometimes I set it behind my monitor and I can't see it. Whoops. Okay. I was thinking debug. Oh, lag. I'm picturing something kind of like if we got, oh no. I never remember if it's up or down. I think it's down. Yeah, we're still on short lifespan, Caroline. We've been playing this save the whole time on short lifespan. I have to look at base game debug. Come on. Yeah, the fire toilet hasn't really been firing much, has it? I might need to put it in a more prominent location in the new house. See if we can make it cause a bigger deal. Oh, I was picturing that, but I don't really like how it's like... Maybe it's fine. Oh, I have bugs. That's right, I have bugs now. Oh, well, we're moving out of this world, so we won't have bugs for very long. Don't worry. The bugs will be gone, and things will be chaotic again. Well, maybe you should just play some like normal, Kayla, instead of trying to alt play some. The Riviera Retreat kit stones. I don't really want to use those for this, because the Riviera Retreat kit stones are very, I don't know, they're not as like uniform, I guess, as these are, and I'm kind of going for a more uniform vibe on purpose with this. Does that make sense? I don't really want them to be like scattered. I like how these look like one big concrete slab. I think that like the squares really fit the vibe of this house as well because everything is square. Please turn the last one around. Well, I flipped them on purpose. I was trying to have them be like alternating directions on purpose, okay? So that way it looks like it's not the same thing multiple times. Come here. Oh, that's pretty bad, actually. Should I size it down? I guess maybe. Size it down and then raise it up a couple tiles. You can't tell, so maybe it's fine. Okay, let me save again. Les and Jen and Levitating and Brittany, thank you for the subs, everybody. Yeah, we don't have a graveyard in this one, Glenn. The graveyard is for our Not So Berry challenge. This is for my YouTube legacy, so there is no graveyard in this save. Well, we have a graveyard like off lot, but there's not a graveyard in our front yard. Those are thankfully different sims. So we don't have to worry about trying to fit that in here. Okay, I have a question, and this might be kind of pushing it, okay? What happens if I put a giant tree? I personally feel as though my horse deserves to have something that looks like nature. I want this to look like a regular yard. Like, in my mind, this is a completely normal yard. And it just so happens to be in the sky. You know? Tree in a planter box. I mean, we could put it in a planter box, but does that have the same energy as our giant tree that's just there? Am I gonna have to put this horse poop on the gallery with this? Because if so, huge yikes. Planter box is better. Yeah, you guys are kind of sad. We have a horse on the roof, and the horse is fine, but the tree's not. I can put it in a planter box, it's fine. Okay, I think I'm gonna do some kind of more... I was describing this earlier as wanting to have more landscaping in this section than in the other parts on purpose. I think this is kind of our opportunity to have some nicer plants. If you're gonna be silly, you might as well go all the way. That's kind of what I think, but if people don't like it, I won't force them to have a tree on the roof. I mean, like, I don't need to be that ridiculous, you know? You like the tree? Okay, that's nice of you to say. Once we put it in a planter box, hopefully people will like it better. Maybe we could make it slightly smaller too. Perhaps that helps. Monk and Penguin and Ocean and NPR, thank you for the resubs. Let me go to the stuff from For Rent. Yeah, I tend to play a little bit more, I tend to play and also build a little bit more chaotically in the houses that I'm making for myself to like actually play in than I do for the builds that I'm doing to like just do as a build, you know? I think that's kind of nice. I feel like if we're gonna do planters though, they need to be mostly square. Should I put more of them? Like, what if there was some kind of lining parts of this? If I made them small enough, do you think it would be okay? Like if I made the trees small enough? I don't know. Yeah, we'll have planters up on Nina's balcony, don't worry. I haven't forgotten about Nina's balcony. I am ready for it. Probably not here though. I wonder if I could put a tree, like, even if small, I wonder if there could be a tree up there on Nina's balcony. The cypress trees might fit. I don't know if I need to do that for myself though. I think that's kind of cute. Nina has her own tree. This is for Kay, yeah, for my YouTube Legacy Challenge. Cute Kay and Nath, thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. Okay, we'll get some flowers in there too, which will help. Does this come in gray? Maybe I'll put it in black, because those look a little bit, I don't know, it's like easier to digest when they're like that. Will it be on the gallery? Yeah, I put all my builds on the gallery. It won't be up just yet because I'm still working on it, but I do put all my builds on the gallery, so this one will be no different. Is gray his favorite color? No, the gray is mostly just coming from what I think will match the building. Cause look, you know, we're trying to, oh my God, we should do some of the lavender. Wait. I will be using that actually. That is so good. We can try and make it kind of fit. Okay. I also have the small one. Okay. You go like that, maybe put one of those here. Can't decide if that looks bad or not though. I think it's a little bit busy. You know what might be cool with this section is if we had like some of the debug little stones and we wrapped it around everything. Oh, here we go. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to watch me place like a million debug stones. Do you remember where in debug the little stones are? Chat, I just saved a second ago. It's been like 3 minutes, okay? It's okay. But yeah, it's near the books, right? But I always forget just how far. Let's scroll. It's like near the books that are stacks. Somewhere like kind of around these things. Aha, there it is. Okay. I can't get any more zoomed in than this though. Is this worth it? I'm not so sure if this is even worth it for me to go through and do. Why can't you zoom in? This is the farthest I can zoom in on the penthouse lot. It's not that many. It's just 3 planters. Do dirt terrain paint. You can't put dirt terrain paint because you can't put terrain paint on these penthouses. So you have to do flooring. I might come back to this. I don't think I'll do it right now, but I might add to it later on. Because I want to see about if I even like this landscaping or not before I go through and like really put this stuff everywhere, you know? Come here. No terrain paint? Yeah, well, it's not terrain. That's the thing. It's a floor, you know? So you can't put terrain paint on top of flooring. And that's what this game thinks it is flooring. Obviously, I've put grass flooring, but like if you deleted the grass, there would be concrete under it because it's on the roof. I do actually kind of like that though. I won't lie, I do actually kind of like that. Maybe I will steal this for a second because I can always go back and get another one. I am super, super tempted to put another tree. I don't know what it is, but the trees are like, they're really speaking to me. I can't use this tree though, which is sad because it clips into my horse's garage. Sad clipping horse garage. Maybe we do a smaller tree. I'm sorry I keep calling it my horse's garage, by the way. It's so dumb. I'm sorry I keep saying that. I realize that is like so ridiculous, but it's making me laugh, so. Is that your cat or mine? Oh, I don't hear my cats. It must have been yours. I haven't heard my cats. I'm jealous then. Okay, my horse has a really lovely space here. You see? It's where you park your horse. Oh my god. Shells, thank you for the tier 3. 75 months. That's scary. And Zach and Bria and Noah, thank you for the resubs and bits too. What am I doing? Oh, I'm making a pent horse. You know when you say these things out loud in front of people and you realize like maybe I've taken it a little bit too far. It's a penthouse, but for me and my horse. Is that too, I don't know. Is it like too rustic or something? I can't tell. No, you don't think it is? Okay. Maybe it's fine then. More modern? Yeah, I mean, I think that anything can lean modern if you've got it in the right sort of way. Because a lot of this stuff, I don't really like. I mean, like, you could do, like, a brick thing. That could lean modern, depending on how you do it. We could use, like, some of these. That could lean modern, depending on how you do it. It really just depends, I think, also what we add to it outside. You know what could work? Is the little gray... Is it under masonry? Oh, this. That's too light, though, maybe. Kind of depends how we decide to paint everything. I think I like the other one better, honestly. It's either that or like some of the get-together ones. But even that I'm not so sure about. Does this pool trim come in black? Ooh. Okay, maybe it's not actually that bad to have. I don't know. It's so... It's like almost so plain that I don't like it. I have to think about it more. I'm also gonna give myself some more... Why do you do that? I'm gonna put some more bushes here. Desert Luxe concrete. Well, the problem with the Desert Luxe one is that it's very wide. Whenever I use that Desert Luxe one, I literally want to like base the entire design of the patio around the spacing of the Desert Luxe concrete because I don't like to have, I'll show you. Where is it? Desert Luxe. I don't like to have like this one tile thing. I would extend this so that you don't see just the one tile. Like I don't know. I don't like, I wish that I could control where the lines are a little bit more. It's so big and that's good. But like maybe slightly to a fault because I get so picky about where I put everything when I use it. So I don't know. Again, it's nice, but I don't know if that's what I want to use up here because I'm gonna overthink it. You're a fan? Oh God. Here I am saying, oh, I don't like this one, and the chat's like, I like it. There's also some like little pavers like these. I think those are probably too small. Picking pavers is so difficult. It really does not need to be this difficult, but it is. What about spa day? Maybe I'll change the color based on what we pick for the, let's paint the walls of the house first. Let's paint the walls and then come back and pick the flooring based on that, because the wallpaper is a bigger deal. I don't know why I'm trying all this first, but like obviously the wallpaper comes first. I'm gonna paint the whole thing white for a second as like a base layer, and then we'll go through and add extra colors and accent colors and like dark sections and stuff. Because some of this I need to get more half walls on too. Oh my God, like this part needs a half wall. And the half walls are lagging. The first gray ones were nice. Yeah, see, that's the thing. A lot of people in chat are saying the first ones were good. And then other people are like, I literally hate those, don't use them. So I don't really know what's best. I guess we'll see as we get further along in this. Okay, I think that part of it, honestly, is gonna have to be decided by what sorts of colors we're able to use for the roof. Thankfully, these extra small flat pieces, we can use this like gray trim for. And that kind of matches the windows, which is good. And then maybe if we got like a stone sort of thing. There's some really interesting textures like this stuff. I have literally never used that. That's from the Star Wars pack. It might be kind of interesting to use that as an accent color in a couple of places, just because why not? What, does that go to like right there and then stop? I think so, based on how I have my columns. I actually do kind of like that. What do you think happens if I get rid of the windows there and I just let it be flat? Because there is a lot of window happening on this house. And then this is gonna have to be stone too, so that might be a problem. They might kind of, ooh. This might be good for another wallpaper accent somewhere. Let me think about stone. Because we have like this one, some of these in like a darker color may not even be that bad. Oh, no. White stone. It could be, we could do it in like a white color. Yeah, I guess. Kind of lighten it up. That's cool. Maybe the horse garage can be stone too. I'm sorry I call it that. I think horse garage could work. Change to daylight. Oh, the problem is I had it in the evening because a lot of the lighting it's in the shadows a lot of the time. So you see in the evening the sun's kind of on it more. So I actually feel like you can see the colors better in the evening. At least on that little part. I wonder if this little section would do well with this wallpaper again. I have never used that before. That could be cool. Right? And then maybe we try to find some places that we could use this little stone color. And then I guess a lot of the rest of it is gonna end up being pretty solid color painted. And I don't think that's bad. Maybe I use a little bit more of this, like, oh no. What do you do at the back? You want a green accent with the outside? I'm not sure if we can make a green accent work on the outside very well, because the green colors are gonna look kind of weird with this thing that we have. You know, because there's really mostly just grays in there. I'm gonna save real quick again. Yikes. Toya C. Green, thank you for the subs. The plants work as an accent. I kind of think so too. I kind of think so too. So I don't think that this part should be a different color. I do think that maybe the downstairs, this part could be different, and then we could have those two be the same color. Oh, or actually, maybe this part could be a pattern. And then all of this becomes solid. That does kind of throw off some of the stone that I had picked back here. That's okay. Maybe this section could be a solid color again. I guess that means maybe we could use like some of this fancy stone. Oh, I might put that on this. Okay, I'm definitely in my overthinking era again, so I'm just warning you now. I can feel it already. Oh no. And then we want to get like a grayish. I wonder if it could even be a slightly darker color. Like this sort of grayish color. Or it could be white. That's kind of ugly because it's like a little bit blue toned. Oh no, I think it should be white. I think it's actually better. The white is good contrast from all of the other grays, right? So I'll paint this then. I guess I can leave that part how it is. This part becomes white too, I guess. I don't know. We're in our undecided era again. The white's kind of boring? You think so? But the whole place is accent colors and textures and stuff. So I'm trying to like tone it down a little bit. Okay. Kai, Aries, Lizzie, Max, thank you for the subs, everybody. I appreciate it. I'm not super set on this section being white. I feel like there needs to be something a little bit different here. Should there be a column somewhere to like stop? I guess you should be white then to match the... Oh, that should just go all the way across the back up there. This is mess. This is a mess. Maybe I could get away with using this part again. I think I'm just worried about having like too much of this color all together. Like, I think this part's looking a little bit weird, but it's fine. It's fine. Once we have no more of the brown trim, that'll help us too. Okay. Interesting. I actually think that looks cool from the front, right? Let's pick some sort of interesting, maybe there could be like a brick, or I guess it could be like a stone. Maybe this part should be white. If there was like a white trim around where the planters go, because we're trying to bring more of the white down here. You can't have basements on penthouse lots, no, so that won't work if we try to do that. It would be cool, because I would like to have it, but it doesn't let you, unfortunately. Which makes sense, because, you know, there's neighbors down there. There's neighbors down there, so you can't very well be living in their space. I don't know what I really want to do for the roof. There's always like this slightly darker gray, but it lets you have pools. Yeah, it lets you have pools, but not a basement. Can't make changes outside of owned area. I think it's because the pool, like, you can't page down. You know how the pool becomes a basement in your regular lots, but you like page down into it? There's no paging down, so you can still put a pool, but you can't like go inside of the pool on that level, you know? Am I adding any skylights? I thought about it. We might. I'll have to figure out where exactly I want to put them. Somebody said gravel. I always use gravel for roofs. There's also metal, which could be interesting because I never do that either. I always use gravel on the roof, so I don't know if I should do that again, just because it's like, come on, Kayla, you did it last time and the time before that and the time before that. But gravel is a nice texture. You know what? No, I actually think that the stone looks the best. And we could probably get a little bit of a mix and match. Like, we could probably have some bits of, if we wanted to have like maybe some wood on that section, there could be wood on this section. Like, we could kind of try to split it up ever so slightly. And then maybe if we wanted to put a skylight, would I put my skylight up here? Like in this section? I think so. Do you remember what that glass floor is called from Island Living? I always forget the name of it. Literally every time I forget the name of it, and I have to scroll through and look for it. Crystal Clear is what it's called. It's like a daily basis where I'm like, I don't know what that's called. I have to check. Oh. I mean, that is not ideal for the inside. It does look cool from the outside. Now maybe I'll try it over here. Well, I'm kind of trying to like, maybe it could be in the front instead. That should be better. Okay. Above the dining table. Oh, well, the dining table is underneath a bedroom, so it won't be above the dining table, unfortunately. And this is like fake stuff. So the placement of it in this area, because of the overhang, might be kind of weird. This part is also a absolutely enormous platform. So we could potentially, if I just, no. Go back. Go back. We could potentially put like one of these roof pieces. Press G. Let's turn the grid on and off. I know that you can. I have the grid on purpose right now because I'm kind of using it as I'm trying to figure out the spacing placement of these. Does that make sense? I was kind of using it. I don't like, that doesn't look good either. With how high the platform is, I don't think that that's for us. Oh my god, I've like messed everything up with my constant undoing. I don't think that's bad. Oh, it was an answer to a question? Oh, I see. Sorry. Sometimes people come into my chat and they're like, oh my god, press G, turn the grid off. And I'm like, well, I'm using it right now. Because people, it's like people tend to find the grid annoying. So I'm used to responding to people being like, okay, please turn it off. And then I'm like, well, I'm using it, so not right now, but I will. Anyway, you can turn it on and off by pressing G. That is correct. I didn't see the question. I just thought that you were telling me it was annoying. Sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, I actually think that helps. Maybe I will use a half wall on the inside of this too, because I can do a more interesting texture on an interior half wall. I also have to get a doorway or something up here, but maybe we could have like this for the interior walls up here, because then it kind of looks like a wall, and I think I like that too. Why are you not painting my wall trim? We need more gray swatches of half wall trims. You don't mind the grid? Really? You know, I don't find the grid like super annoying, but I definitely turn it off most times that I'm building because it's like easier for me to see everything when I have the grid off. But I use it a lot too, you know, to space everything out and stuff, so. But anyway, I have it, like, I keep it off right now because I find this kind of busy to look at. But it's not that bad. Okay, little light right here. Oh, this part's not even painted. They're supposed to be white. Okay. I think we got somewhere with this, honestly. I'm impressed. Do we put the same trim, like, do we use that? I don't really know. Should it be the wood? Probably the wood, right? Because this is like a deck. Maybe it could be white. Oh. That might be too light. What do you think? Probably the gray. There's a section in the back that isn't painted. Uh-oh. We'll go back to the back then and we'll paint it. I think the gray is probably better. We'll use that on the balconies. I think this part should be stone then. I didn't really like the white wood. Oh, here. Do you mean this part? One little wall. And that wall too. Okay, I think I might get like a dark gray wallpaper because I always think that this helps to put behind where the windows are because it makes it look like it's a solid wall of windows instead of having like the white above it. It just looks like the window is taller, you know? I think that's a huge help for those big window spaces. And that's the only full window spaces, right? I think so. Can we see where the elevator is? Yeah, the elevator is inside. It's right here. So you walk into like a little entryway right here. We have like an interior front door, kind of. Okay. Oh, I'm missing some gray trim on these little half walls. Cool. Looks like a selling sunset house. It kind of does look like a selling sunset house. I can see that. I can see that. Do you think I should use a big tree? I think it's kind of nice to have something in there, like to fill it in. Is that clipping? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Okay. I can make my own little section. Doesn't matter if it clips into the fireplace because the fireplace is closed, so that part's fine. I actually think I might want to do more landscaping than that. I wasn't gonna, but now I'm kind of feeling like, I don't know. This is in San Myshuno Live, so it's the world that comes with the City Living pack. I'm gonna see about some landscaping. Can they get to the pool from the dining room? No, this is actually like fully closed in. And there's no doors. This is like a fake balcony. I could put a doorway there. The only problem is I wish that the door was like solid, plain. And also none of the doors match the eco lifestyle windows that we're using. We kind of talked about this in the beginning of the stream. We had a whole crisis. Look at this one. This is the door that's supposed to match. Doesn't have the same swatches. So this is kind of like a fake balcony. Maybe not ideal, but it is what it is. I guess I could make it like slightly accessible right there. Maybe build this out. Yeah, the fake balcony I think is a little bit better for the vibes. Like it just kind of, oh wait. Flatten. Okay. All of that for what reason? Oh, I probably want to use this darker gray behind this, huh? Because then it's like no distractions when you're trying to see the pattern. Oh, I think that looks way better with the darker color behind it, right? Yeah, okay, that helps. Why is the game so laggy? I think it's because of the penthouse. Honestly, I think that the penthouse lot type is just kind of a mess. Which is no fun, but I think that's the reality of it. I think it's just because the penthouse is kind of laggy. So that's not promising for my future playing in this lot, but we'll see how it goes. What if there was like metal? No. I don't think I like how the white looks. I think the white is a little bit too stark. Is there like a light gray though? No. That one's kind of a lighter gray. But even that I feel like isn't good. Do you think I should do it with stone? Is that too much because I have the stone like right in front of it? Paint the walls of the pool. Yeah, we have to do that too, don't worry. We haven't gotten that far yet with some of the decorations. You like the stone? Okay, I think I like the stone better too. So that's helpful. Yeah, we started this build today, we started it about 2.5 hours ago. As you can see, we have a lot to do. I think we'll be able to get the exterior done today, and then we'll probably furnish it tomorrow, I think is what is in our future. That's actually not that bad though, all things considered. Okay, what happens if there's like a little bit of stuff like this in here? What happens if there's debug bushes? Oh my. Get together. We're gonna finish the park on, did I say Thursday, Diana? I forget, I posted the stream schedule earlier today. I think I said I'm gonna do the park on Thursday. This is a little bit higher priority because I'm gonna play in this house in my YouTube series, so I'm trying to finish it so that we can use it, you know? Okay. What do you think about something like this? Oh, hi, Snap. Are you gonna start screaming at me? Hold on. I'll move my legs. You can jump up. Come here. Come here. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Oh, she did it. Sometimes I have to pick her up because she can't do it, but she did it that time. Hi, Snappy. You might see a tail and or an ear. There's an ear right here and there. That is my cat. Okay, we had some of the lavender bushes like over here. I don't know if I want to use them again, but I do like them. What color is this, Jen? This actually isn't the Not So Berry challenge. This is just a regular legacy challenge. It's the series that I've been playing on my YouTube channel. I know that's kind of confusing because I like stream one series and then post a different one on YouTube, but this is from my YouTube series, so it is not the Not So Berry challenge. Okay, what do you think about that? Is that okay, or is it weird? I think if there was some lights, it might be okay. Oh my gosh, the orders are just rolling in and Snap's not even working right now. Snap, do you see how many hundreds of biscuit orders just came through? She said, yep. Don't care. She's like, yeah, I saw him. And what? I won't be doing them. Oh no, there's more. Oh no. Listen, I should warn you all now, my cat's a scammer, chat. You place an order, but she's never gonna get it to you. It's okay though. Okay, I actually like those little lights. I think that's kind of nice. I have never gotten my orders. I don't know what to say. I tried to warn you all and you just still order them, so. The entire chat is just the orders as well. There's like no words, just point redemptions. Snap, you're a star. Oh, she's leaving. Oh, is she going to work? Wait. It's upside down. Hold on. Oh, she's going to work. Oh, she said she clocked in. She's doing it! She heard everybody. She's doing it. Let me see if I can move this around a little bit. Oh, don't go upside down. Stop. Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. I'm sorry about it being upside down, everybody. I know that's not ideal. Wait. Come on. Oh, I've made it worse. Come on. There we go. Shelby and Faye, thank you for the resubs. I appreciate it. Okay, she's working very slow tonight. She's working very slow. It's okay. It's been a long day. Okay, do you think that the bushes are okay like this, or what? I personally cannot really decide. Well, there's gonna be some lovely greenery up here too, which I think should help us. So maybe if we get a few things, like, we could always kind of try to landscape it as though we can take the rooftop garden thing to an extreme almost. And kind of landscape it with a whole bunch of plants. And I think that would be nice. Oh wait, probably do them in the corner because then you can scoot it back without it clipping. That could be okay. Ah, Snap, if she sells cookies too, I'm craving some. I could go for some cookies right now. Although I don't really know if I want her grubby little paws on my cookies. Not to be rude, but no, this one time, listen, this is gonna sound really bad, but just remember that it was covered, okay? this one time a couple years ago on Thanksgiving, I was making bread. So I was making like dinner rolls. So I had all of the rolls like portioned out and set on a tray to rise. And they were like on the kitchen table in front of the window because it was warmer over there. And I had a towel on top of them, like a tea towel, dish towel or whatever. And I look over and Snap was literally sitting on the whole tray. Like there was 2 baking sheets of dinner rolls laid out. Snap was sat on one of them, like just like loafing on top of the bread tray. And I so wish that I had gotten a picture, but in the moment I was like, oh my God. And I like went and grabbed her and I didn't take a picture first, but she was like sat on the bread. And I did still eat them because again, she was on top of the towel, so it's fine. And only about half of them from that tray got squished. So it was like a quarter of the rolls total that got squished. And they still turned out okay. They didn't like, rise very well. But she was on the bread. She said, I'm helping. I'm going to be taking part in this, actually. Okay, here's my idea. Tell me what you think about this. I'm going to put some fairy lights. This is sized up a couple times, so the wire is like really thick, but I don't know. I kind of like the look of it. I like having the fairy lights right here, so I might just do it anyway. It's gonna make Nina's little garden so special as well. Oh, I think that actually really helps with the back of the house being boring. That's good. Okay. Feeling better about this already. Probably get a couple of those. I have a tree up here. The thickness looks intentional. Okay, that's good. Oh, are you done? She probably made about 2 orders. Oh no, she's going again. Okay, we've just moved. Here. Oh my God, the camera does not. She's like literally gonna fall out of the bed when she does this. So silly. Okay, I like those. I'll get a couple of these in here too. All in all, there's not that much landscaping on this lot. I think that's part of why I don't like to do penthouses as much, because I like to make like really overgrown pretty landscaping, and you can do it a little bit on a penthouse, but it doesn't really make that much sense, So, okay. Nina is gonna love her little spot right there. I think that actually looks really cool from the front too. I like that. Horse on the roof? Yeah, I'm calling it my pent-horse. The horse, it has their horse stuff. This is the barn right here, attached. Smiling, thank you for the resub, by the way. Okay, good start. Let me get a little actual... Is Nina still broken? No, she reset herself, so I think we're fine. I think we're fine now, thankfully. I was kind of worried about that, so. Okay, let's get this right here. I don't know what happened. It like reset when I moved Sims between households because I kicked out a couple Sims and then Nina reset, so she's not glitched anymore. This isn't that bad, right? Maybe I could shrink the pool just a bit, and maybe I could extend the bush. Because I kind of feel like maybe I want to have more landscaping. I feel like this side could benefit from a little bit more greenery. This makes you want to play in a penthouse? That's so fun. I hope that you try. I haven't played in a penthouse in years. I don't even remember, honestly, when I last had a sim live in a penthouse. So this is actually going to be kind of fun for me, I think, to mess around with a little bit. Because I never do this, so. Good excuse to try something different. Yeah, the penthouse is just kind of laggy. So if we have to make a new house and move again, whatever. You know, it happens. This will be good for now. Okay, I do like that. I think that's a good amount of stuff. I think I will extend that out like this. Oh, you should be smaller. And then you go like right there. How do I want to do this? I don't know. Sunshine, thank you for the 21 months. Olivia, thanks for the 47 months. Okay. Well, we probably shouldn't work on the outside too much more before we furnish the interior, right? We should probably move on to the interior and then come back once we've done more of it. I've given myself in this house, right now they have 150K, but we actually have closer to 180K. So we have a lot more money than it currently looks like we have. So we don't have to worry too much about budget with these Sims, but you know, it's good to worry a little bit. It's not that we can just free reign spend whatever, but we don't have to worry that much. Okay, I think I'm gonna start working on things like the bathrooms and stuff, just to get them over with. If we get a really cool vibe for the bathrooms, I will be very happy. I had talked about wanting to have like a dark green accent color, and we're kind of going for this more modern sort of look. That's not green, obviously, but... Oh, I was gonna paint the walls in here, wasn't I? What if I painted it with like the bright blue? It makes it look kind of fun. Oh, should we get like the fancy water, sparkly? Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that tile is an option. The other tile option, honestly, might be like the Riviera kit comes in. I don't know if it's as modern as everything else is, which is kind of throwing me a little bit. So maybe we could try that, but like mix it with some stuff from like Spa Day. Just as an idea for one of the rooms. Because if you get a, you know, fancy enough floor. Let's see about this. It's kind of weird. But like we were saying earlier, I think sometimes kind of weird is good. Oh. Thunder. Uh-oh. Indigo and Norza, thank you for the subs. Thank you so much. Fancy bathroom right next to the stable. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. We can get a little toilet. Okay. You don't love the tile? Listen, nobody likes this tile. It looks kind of bad. We're trying to see if we can make it work though. When you've built like 13 generations worth of legacy challenge houses, you've done so many different tiles that at a certain point, like you just want to see if you can try something random and see if it works, you know? To me, the tile kind of feels like I hired an interior designer. Almost, you know? I don't like this shower. What would happen if I stole a little bit of room? I think that looks bad, but what if I stole a little bit more room? You know, potentially, maybe the bar goes over here instead, and this could become like just a wall for your Sims to put like their entryway table on. That gives us a bigger bathroom. My bush got deleted? Where? Out there? Oh, this is also clipping. It's okay, we'll come back to the outside. It'll be fine. You love the floor tile and the wall tile, just not sure if they work together. No, I agree. They're not meant to go together. Chat, we're trying to see, we're all on the same page. I think it looks weird too, okay? But I'm kind of trying to do that on purpose a little bit, all right? We're seeing if we can like make it work anyway, despite the fact that it's kind of weird, because when else do you get a chance to use stuff like this together, you know? So we're kind of embracing the weirdness of it. This is one of those times where I have to beg you to trust the process. I know you don't want to, but I have to beg you to trust the process, because I think it might be okay. We just got to get there first. Maybe you go in white. Oh no, I don't like that very much. Oh, maybe they could have a small window. That could be nice. And we can get some like blinds in it or something, because that helps to break it up. And we aren't going to use this tile in every bathroom. It's like a decoration, you know, in one of the bathrooms. My first pet stuff, which actually doesn't even look that bad. Shockingly, it's not even that terrible. Okay, interesting, interesting. What about the toilet paper from, okay. I think I might actually put it like this, because there's a little bit more space here. And maybe we could do like a shelf, because we could put a little bit of decor on that, which might help to break it up. Oh, maybe, you know what? Maybe even the shelf instead could go over here, because that gives you like something to look at on this wall. Okay. Interesting. Another sink? Maybe. I didn't put 2 sinks on purpose because I kind of liked it being centered, but 2 might look better. My dad just got yeeted. What did you guys do to him? My dad's gonna be like, what? What happened to me? What happened? Now that I said it out loud. How could you? The door could be closer to the sink. I mean, it could be centered. Kind of put it over there. Just depends how much space you want to put for like decorations right here. Okay. Can I get a candle? I realized that putting a lit candle right next, like this close to a plant, and also on a shelf like this is probably not the smartest idea. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Mr. and Opal, thank you for the resubs, both of you. Fire hazard, fire hazard. It's one of those, you know, like the little candles with the fake flames, where it's like a paper, but it flickers when you move it, or when you turn it on. I mean, it's like one of those LED candles. It's fine. It's totally fine. Okay, chat, don't worry about it. If I put that a little bit lower and I lower this, does the plant clip in that at all? I don't think so. You come in. Oh, that's a nice color. The tiles look really good. Do you think so? I'm still a little bit undecided about the tiles. I'm hoping that the more decor we add. Oh my god, it's storming. The thunder. I'm hoping the more decor that we add, the like better it feels. How about fish? No, I was kidding, I swear. Maybe like, I I don't know. I'm looking for something tall. Honestly, and I hate to say it, a couple of these might even be good. Oh, you know what might be really good? Now that I think about it, wait. We should put, let me unlock these things. So in my Nightmare Legacy challenge, this was a long time ago, but a few generations ago, I had this sim die in a fire. It was actually terrible and an accident, like genuinely an accident. I did not want them to die, but they died in a fire. It was my legacy heir and it was really bad, okay? Like really bad. I nearly cried about this because I was so stressed about it. Well, what happened was our fire toilet caught on fire and then I thought I had fixed it. She ran outside. I thought she had gone to work. Turns out she ran outside still on fire and then she burnt to death while I was trying to put this fire out in here. Her name was Anna. I ended up bringing her back as a ghost for like ever and then brought her back to life. It was a whole thing. But my thought is, what if we put pictures above the toilet and then we hang up pictures of Anna? And we put them above the toilet where she died. Okay, that seems good to me. I think that helps. That'll be nice. That'll be really nice for us to have right there. It's like a toilet shrine for her, you know? I'm into the idea. Okay. We have a nice new light. Well, if you lose the pictures, you can replace them. And also, we can make it so that this toilet isn't the fire toilet. We can make a different toilet be the fire toilet. No, let's just put this down on the floor. I'll put it kind of like right here. Anyway, sometimes when I explain my Sims gameplay to people, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be saying this out loud. Sometimes I think, maybe this is an inside thought that I should tell people on the internet. Jade, thank you for the sub. Mr. Norsa, thank you for the sub gifts again. Thank you so much. That is so generous. Dare I ask what a fire toilet is? A fire toilet is basically, in The Sims 4, if you have eco lifestyle, you can upgrade a toilet to have a composting container. Most people would not want to do this because if you're not actively using the thing can spontaneously combust. It's really bad. Well, sorry, I keep looking at the rain. I didn't know that so if you max the handiness aspiration, I think it's like is it the Renaissance Sim? No, it's Nerd Brain maybe. When you max that aspiration, you get a trait that lets you insta upgrade something. So your sim can like click on the toilet one time and then like upgrade and do all of the handiness upgrades at once. So it'll do like the unbreakable, like not dirty, all those upgrades, but it also does the eco lifestyle ones. And I didn't really realize that when I did it. So I had upgraded my toilet into a composting toilet without really realizing. And then all of a sudden it just kept lighting on fire. And that happened like 2 years ago in real life, and I've just kept that same toilet between every house that we've moved to. Because it's just kind of fun. So that's what we've got. That is Snappy, yeah, Jay, this cat is Snappy. The other two are Shrimp and Sunny. They're the black cats. They don't sleep in my office when I was streaming as much. Snap does. You know what? Snap went through a phase of not sitting with me either. And then when she had her surgery, she had a cancerous mass on her hip removed earlier this year. And after she had her surgery, she had to get locked in my office with me when I was in here because I was like trying to supervise her 24/7. And because she was locked in here for like 2 weeks straight when she had the cone on, after she got done being locked in here, she just kind of stayed. So like now every day she comes up with me and we sit in here together. The door's not closed, she can come and go. But it's like her being trapped in here reminded her, actually it's nice in that room. So all it took was her getting cancer to want to sit on the cat cam again. And when you put it like that, it sounds really bad. You feel like you need to apologize to Snap for the mean looks your cat keeps giving her. Oh no. I hear that all the time. People's cats get like very like fascinated by or maybe upset by the cat being on the cat cam. My cats don't react to that stuff. My cats are kind of boring, I guess, because they literally do not at all react to like people's cats being on the streams or videos or anything. Snap especially does not react to that stuff. Okay. I want to get a couple more little like shelving type things, cute storage. I already used that on one of them. Oh, I need to get more stuff for the top of that anyway. Oops. Oh my god, I've spent so much time in this bathroom, it's ridiculous. Here I thought it was gonna be quick. I was like, oh, I'll finish this fast, don't even worry. Wrong. I think having, those are diapers, I think, but it's kind of nice to have like a little set of products almost. And I like the wood that it comes in, so. We can say they're little hand towels. How about that? Where's the bathroom kit again? Bathroom treasures? Okay. That's basement treasures. Bathroom clutter is what I was trying to get. We have this little set of hand towels. I also have like these perfumes. And there's like, there's this thing if we wanted to put it. Oh, they do kind of look like pads. We could say they're that. I mean, we don't have any kids yet is the thing, so they're probably not diapers, but they could be anything else. Okay, let's look at the greenhouse kit, because I love this little plant. Okay, honestly, I think that could be good for now. I didn't put a bath mat in there. Maybe I should get a bath mat. Colors, green. Yeah, even these I'm kind of unsure about. Like, they're not really, that's like lime green. That one's a little bit more fuzzy than I want it to be. But maybe it's okay if it's fuzzy. It might not be so bad. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Right? Okay, well, I don't know if I want to get like too far into the furnishing of this place yet because, oh, hold on. I have an idea. Chat, do you think that if I put a table here, I don't really know what table it would be. I'm just kind of throwing out ideas. If I had a table like right there and then I put a cat door underneath it, do you think the cat could still use it to get into the litter box? Because they can go underneath tables, right? They always do. So surely it would be fine, because that would be such a cool way to put the litter box like kind of tucked away like this. It's an interesting idea, and if we have to switch it out, we could always change it later once we start playing. But I feel like that could actually be kind of cool. The cat has its own little private bathroom, you know? I don't know if I want to use that table though. Is that called Squircle? Squircle, okay. Square circle, interesting choice. I've never seen that name for it before. Okay. Okay. Would you care to scoot over like this? That's fine. I don't really know what colors I want to use for it. Not sure. You're thinking of buying Animal Crossing, should you? Oh, if you already have a Switch and you're considering getting Animal Crossing, I cannot say enough good things about Animal Crossing. It is, in my opinion, one of the greatest games of all time. I think you should get Animal Crossing. If you have a Switch, I wouldn't buy a Switch just to play Animal Crossing if there's not other Switch games that you want to play. But if you already have one, I love Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing. I will delete these things too. It's kind of being laggy. It's quite rude because we'll have the kitchen sort of redone right there. Oh, maybe real quick Well, we talked about wanting to pick a different tile, didn't we? So maybe we could pick a different one. I think it's kind of fun to have a different sort of tile in all of the bathrooms. It makes it kind of trendy, you know? Get the My First Pet Stuff door because it's more modern. Oh, that's true. We could do that instead. We have now used My First Pet Stuff more than once. Uh-oh. More than once we have put that in this build. That's okay. I also haven't saved recently. I don't think I probably should. Am I gonna put it on the gallery? Yeah, I will. We'll put it on the gallery tomorrow though, because I'm gonna finish it tomorrow. We're barely gonna make a dent in the furnishing today on stream, so we'll finish the rest of the furnishing tomorrow, and then we'll put it on the gallery once it's done. Is kind of my thought process, at least. Wow, that's kind of ugly. Do you want to try it for like the kids' bathroom? Wow, that's kind of ugly. Do you want to try it? It's not that bad when you put it with a darker floor. I think we can make it work. I feel strongly about that. Danya! Oh my god, chat, this is huge and extremely important. Mod birthday. It's Danya's birthday. Danya in the chat. You should say happy birthday right now. This is serious. What is the thin room for a bathroom? Well, it's just gonna be like a half bathroom, so it'll have like a toilet and a sink in there only. It's obviously not the most ideal thing in the world, but this does happen in real life. For like small little bathrooms. My old house, the townhouse that I lived in for a long time, had a bathroom that was probably even smaller than this. So I swear it's not that weird. What if I used like really dark wallpaper on there? It's kind of weird. I kind of like it though. Have you had a good day today, Tanya, for your birthday? I swear everybody's birthday is this month. It's so fun. Like, oh no, that looks bad. Maybe we do some more of these. Does the white come in gold? It has like a light wood though. Maybe that's better. Or no, keep it black. Because we can do some little plants here. Yeah, but anyway, lots of my friends have birthdays in July. It's like non-stop birthday every day. It's kind of fun. My sister's birthday's in July, Dan's birthday's in July, like literally everybody's birthday's in July. Yours is the 25th? Oh my gosh, that's my sister's birthday. That's exciting. You got the Sims expansion pack coming out, like a birthday gift to you. The Sims literally made that just for you, I think. Okay. A couple more of these. Yeah, lots of July birthdays though. My birthday is August 14th. Just saying. Mark your calendars. Sorry, that's a wild thing to say. Mark your calendars, everybody. My birthday's coming up. Okay. And then a couple more of these little bushes. Yours is August 9th? Really? That's fun. August birthdays are the best birthdays, in my humble, unbiased opinion. I have no reason to think that. They just are the best, though. Okay. Maybe we could get just a picture of a leaf. What if there was like 3 pictures of leaves? That's not so bad for a little tiny half bathroom. It's honestly more decorated than I normally do for bathrooms. Okay. Nice. Oh my gosh, the storm. It's like scary looking outside right now. Oh, and it just thundered. And I spoke too soon. Classic. Welcome to Florida, everybody. Okay, I think I like that bathroom. I think that's interesting. I like how there's 2 different bathrooms in here, too, so far. What am I gifting Daniel? I don't know. He doesn't ever give any ideas for things to, like, give him for gifts. So I usually have to get creative, which is kind of fun. I probably shouldn't tell you my ideas on stream because you'll go and tell him. You're little weasels. You'll go and spoil it in his chat. You'll say, Kayla said she's gonna get you this for your birthday. Chat's not good at keeping secrets. His birthday's not until the end of July. It's the 28th, so we have to wait a little bit. Won't he edit the speed build? Oh, well, he doesn't listen to the stream back when he cuts the footage down. I usually cut the speed build down and then record a voiceover for it, so he won't hear the stream. Chad should tell him his birthday gift is socks. He actually probably would get excited about that. He'd probably be like, oh, cool, socks. Nice. No, I have a couple of ideas. I'll tell you about them afterward, though. So, orange face paint, maybe? Oh, that would, you know, I heard he loves orange face paint. I heard he loves orange face paint. You'd be happy with socks? I'd be happy with socks too. I'm a real sock person. It's kind of embarrassing. I literally have socks on like 24/7. It's a sensory thing. I don't like my bare feet to touch the floor. It kind of like gives me the creeps with my feet touching the floor. So I literally always have socks on. I even sleep in socks and I change my socks like 3 or 4 times a day. I'm actually not kidding. I got some issues, but I always have socks on. So I would not be mad if I got given socks as a gift either. You hate socks and gloves? It's funny because some people have like the opposite issue where it's like you cannot do socks. But no, I always have socks on. Always. I'm always in socks. Non-stop. Anyway. Grim, thank you for the resub. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. You were getting weird comments from people about your username, Grim? I can't believe that. I'm so sorry if that happened to you. Thank you for the resub. And Menu, thank you for the resub. Molly Avocados, thank you for the bits. We should do Animal Crossing soon. We should. Uh-oh, thunder. Here we go. Your roommate wears socks in the shower? Really? I don't do that. I have told lies on stream before that I even wear socks in the shower. I don't know why I lie like that to people, but I've been like, yeah, I'll wear socks when I go swimming. I'll wear socks in the shower. It's a lie. I don't actually do that. You were getting called a poser because your username was lilsimsie? By people in my chat? Or like just by people on Twitch? I'm really sorry that happened. If that happened in my chat, I would have liked to think that we would have yelled at those people. Hopefully we didn't just miss it. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the resub, and I'm sorry that happened. It's never okay to be mean to people. A poser is a wild thing to call somebody. I'm really sorry. Okay. I think that maybe at this point, maybe now is a good time to wrap up then. Because it leaves us a good starting point. We can just do all of the interior furnishing tomorrow when we come back. Because I've been meaning to end stream and it's starting to storm and I don't know. I don't like to be streaming when it's storming this much because it's like the thunder stresses me out when I'm live. I don't know why. Anyway, I think that maybe we'll save the game now and then we'll return tomorrow to finish the interior. And I'm excited about it. I feel like this is coming along nicely. I was pretty worried about this build, and I always feel like I'm not good at doing modern builds, but I think we've got a decent shell. Like, we have some decent bones for this. Oh my god, building on penthouses is wild. It'll be fun to play in a penthouse, too, so I'm looking forward to it. If you haven't seen this lot before, I can point it out to you. just in case you're not familiar. I did get a tornado warning on stream once. That is part of where my fear comes from. This is the lot that we're playing on, if you haven't seen it. When I got that tornado warning on stream, I actually felt so bad. Like, A, it was kind of scary for myself, but more so, I felt like, oh my God, I just made thousands of people panic because my phone went off with a tornado warning, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna end stream now, bye. And I felt bad that like everybody had to like witness that and then see. It's like one time, this was years ago, in my dorm, the fire alarm went off and I had to like end stream fast in a panic. And I felt so bad about that too, because it's like everybody's now like, oh my God, is she okay? And like, it's fine, but it just seems like so chaotic right when it ends. Oh, the cat cam's kind of covering the building, isn't it? It's this building. Right here. That's a great point, C. Yeah, if anybody in the community ever like makes a weird, mean comment to you or like bullies you in any way, most 99% of the time, like we will stop that before it even happens. But if it happens and for some reason we missed it, you are totally welcome to report it to a mod. It's not weird. It's not embarrassing. Like, the mods are there for that reason. You can whisper them on Twitch. You can message us in the Discord. You can make a ticket in the Discord. They're never going to find it weird. Like, they're here because they don't want anybody to feel uncomfortable or unsafe at any point, you know? That's the whole point of the mods being there. So, but obviously, like, sometimes things might slip through the cracks, I guess. If there's like something busy happening or whatever, maybe. Anyway, it doesn't happen often, but if it does, let us know. Matt, thank you for the 16 months, and Fox, and Kira, and Wildflower, thank you for the resubs. Thank you so much. You're not able to make a ticket in the Discord? Oh, what's happening there? You just press the contact mods button and it opens a new channel for you private with just me and the mods and you. I'm surprised that it's not working because it's been working all day. I don't know if it's like an individual glitch. Maybe the button's not visible to you. Anyway, I can't really troubleshoot that right now while I'm live. It still works. It might just be like an issue on your end, which stinks and is very annoying. But oh, sorry, lilsimsie, shut up. Sorry. That was mean to myself. I don't want to hear myself twice. Okay, I think, oh, get this.
Roof,
oh, spoilers.
Put, like,
Why?
like,
Twitch is being so
to
laggy.
I'm
I'm not trying to play Emrys's stream out loud. Oh my God, I can't even close it. Oh my God. It like wouldn't let me pause or mute it just then. It like wouldn't let me do anything. Okay, I got it. I think I want to raid my friend Emrys because Emrys is building a high school. We're building a high school. We just started building one on Saturday. We're going to finish it this weekend. So we're in the middle of building a high school too. I like that kind of thing. It's so fun to build in The Sims. I love that kind of stuff. So let's go say hi to my friend Emrys. If you did not know, Emrys is a Sim streamer. We play Among Us together a lot, so you might recognize them. And Emrys uses they, he pronouns, just so you know. And I think I will start the raid now. And I will end the stream here and catch you all tomorrow. Thank you again for hanging out. It's always fun to work on the new legacy builds. I'm excited about this one. And with that, I'm gonna go and I will see you all later. Okay, have a good rest of your night. So everybody say bye, Snappy. Bye, Snappy. She's got her face in the pillow. She's so cute. Anyway, have a good night, okay? Bye. Oh, where's the button? Right now. Okay, there we go. I lost it.